What's up, True Heel Heat? True Heel Heat.
What's up? True Heel Heat. All hands on me.
Hello everyone, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah!
Yo, what up? You know what it is. It's your boy AJ Francis reporting to you live from New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop. And I'm telling you that I'm only tuned in with True Heel Heat Wrestling. Holla at me.
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3. We are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube, Facebook, and Romeo's Twitter for Rated Raw Review number 79. Never Doubt Seth Rollins Again. Reviewing the August 4th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam. And to do that, we are joined by our all-star panel here every Tuesday. First up, after a lengthy hiatus from the show, he is back from MetLife Stadium. He is back from SummerSlam. It is your favorite WWE fan and Charlotte Flair's right hand, Romeo Anthony Colon. How are you doing?
What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody in the chat? You know the rules. If Brock comes back, I come back. Anytime there's a big return, I return.
I don't know if that's the person you want to associate with, but fine by me. And we got the sneaker expert extraordinaire, the owner of the Shula Fala on True Heel Heat. He is Mr. Top Guy JJ. How are you doing, Top Guy?
I still got my kicks on.
Good.
I'm just
Never get your shoes took.
I mean, someone tried like 30 years ago and was unsuccessful then.
Hasn't
They
been heard
damn
from
sure
since.
be unsuccessful now, but it's like seeing your leader and your chief just become a herb. Like
Yeah.
Like
not even robbed at gunpoint.
It's he got his ass whooped from him. That's what makes it worse. He didn't even get like his life threatened. He just got beat up.
I'll be fair to him. Last week he just got beat up because that was 2-on-2. That was an even fight. This week he got jumped for him.
I mean, there was other people out there. They just got fucked up too.
Yeah, they were already down. He got jumped.
I like the clip going around online where he's coming to. He looks down. He realizes he's just got his socks again. He's like, he doesn't say a word, but you could just read his face. It's like, not again.
I love the fan video of him and CM Punk talking crap about each other. So you should have showed up on time for once. He was like, "You're on my time, your old ass bitch."
Your old ass bitch.
Like, that was CM Punk way of telling him I needed you.
That's the nicest he could put it. That was the nicest he could go with it. You should have showed up on time for once. Oh man, we'll talk. I needed
you.
Like you do, man. We'll talk all about last night's Monday Night Raw. This is the first time we're seeing Romeo and Top Guy JJ on the channel. We'll get some quick thoughts from SummerSlam 2-night event as well. But of course, to start things off, we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all for watching us on demand. Either way, show your appreciation back. The simplest way possible is by dropping the thumbs up on the video, help out the YouTube algorithms, and help other folks like yourself like this video so they can see it and show some support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. And that way, you can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. Of course, if you're watching us on demand, comment down below in the comment section and give us your thoughts on last night's Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam. And of course, if you're with us live, we'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. Sound off in the live chat if you want to be a part of the discussion. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to make sure your comment is highlighted on screen. You want to make sure you hear our thoughts on your comment, whether it be a hot take, an opinion, or you have something to say about last night's show or SummerSlam weekend overall. You could do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. We got Zach in the chat who given us another vital information for his everyday life. He is the male Lori Beth Denberg. He says, "Happy National Blogger Day." Did not know that. National Blogger Day. There we go. We got Eric Isaac.
I guess.
Eric Isaac says, "Hey THH fam, Becky cooked Nikki. AJ throws the shoe on Dom. And speaking of shoes, Bronson, the sneaker bandit, strikes again on the OTC. His official name is the Tribal Thief.
Yes.
TTC. Or no, it would be OTT. OTT, over the top. We also got here chilling with Chase, who dubs Romeo the RTC one has returned.
I like the one. It's just completely unnecessary, but yeah.
It's like you're saying he's the only, so of course he's one. Zach says, "Nice hat and t-shirt, Top Guy JJ." Always JJ with the cool gear on the show. We also got Greg Carter II, who says, "Roman getting turned into Franklin Saint his first night in prison." Damn shame. We also got Aubrey James in the chat who says triple fraud is burying Roman Reigns. He should be protected at all costs. He always getting jumped. You got to take his vacation.
It's been the man for like 1,000 years.
Gave him one tsunami for every month he's about to miss.
like, listen, he gonna have his point where he gotta give it up to some people, you know? Like, he was a champion for like 20,000 days.
Yeah, there's a lot of old footage you can watch.
Yeah, people complaining that he won at SummerSlam and saying that the Bronze Star should have won at SummerSlam, and yet he gets beat up here, and they're still complaining.
Jay got the pin.
Yeah. The whole story of the matchup was him sacrificing himself for Jay.
And by the way, where the hell is Jey Uso? Huh?
That is true. I was wondering that watching the show. I'm like, where's Jay?
Let me tell you something.
Like,
I saw
Jay's still blown up from the weekend, bro.
Let me tell you something. I saw some clips. That Brooklyn crowd was not all too pleased. They missed out on yeeting. Not all too pleased about it.
Really?
Yeah.
They wanted to yeet.
Nah, you could feel it. Like, they missed a lot. There's a lot missing. And from who they put in the show, with all due respect, we could have had a segment or two of the people that the fans would have really, really clamored for, compared to some other surprises that we really didn't need.
The Brooklyn demographic is a big fan of Jey Uso. They wanted to see Jay.
This Raw after SummerSlam felt like one of the dynamites after an AEW pay-per-view where all the people are like hurt because they went all out. Like, that's what this episode of Raw felt like, that a lot of key people like Jey Uso, like Gunther, you got Roman, so there was a little bit of solace there, but
for one night, yeah.
Got it for 32 seconds.
Right at the end.
After the credits.
Chuck Berry says, "What's good, THH fam? Shame on all of you for not seeing the vision while still gleefully singing his song like idiots. So saith the visionary." I hate this opening segment only for the things that I've been hating on this whole group for months now.
I'll say that I'm very happy that finally we have a name that I thought was going to be the names at the beginning. Finally.
But like to wait 3 months for a name that you said at the beginning is just came off underwhelming. It's like, it took y'all that long to trademark this. Maybe stop naming groups after Marvel superheroes. Jesus Christ.
He must have felt underwhelmed saying it, because the way he delivered it.
Yo, he did. Thank you. I thought I was the only one where he was just like, he didn't even say we are the vision. He said this is the vision. So he never really confirmed that that's the name of the group. It's just everybody kind of just put 2 and 2 together.
His comeback to LA Knight was a lot more powerful than introducing the name of his powerful group.
Yeah.
Very weird, but yeah, happened. Yeah. This is a weird episode.
And what has this been, JJ? Like 3 straight weird episodes of Raw?
Yeah. One where we gave it a 4.5 and a 5 and shit.
And then we were like, last week was much better. We gave it 6.5.
And I hated it more than you guys. Romeo absolutely hated.
We'll see where we're at on this one.
This is gonna be interesting because sorry, man. You see, and Brooklyn was ready. And then
they got underwhelmed.
And then they gave these niggas a good Sunday night heat.
See, I was saying to SB3, I was like, man, I think that crowd had wrestling fatigue. But then he was like, also like, they didn't really give him all that much. Also,
yeah,
I know. Me watching, I had wrestling fatigue, like too much. Past 4 days.
I think it's also the fact that WWE has very much, especially after the weekend, they very much have conditioned their crowd to not care about wrestling. They care about moments. They care about the entrances. They don't care about like the actual wrestling in between the ropes, it seems like.
Yeah, and they missed a curveball moment. They just missed moments. This was too safe. Like, it was so safe. This was such a safe show.
This was very much a tell you instead of show you. There was a lot of people, it was like a lot of Adam Pearce throughout the night saying, this is the Raw after SummerSlam. But it never felt like it was the Raw after SummerSlam. Until like the last couple of minutes, the last 2 segments of the show, where we got a world title matchup in the main event and then the post-match stuff and then Becky and Nikki. Those are the only segments on the show that felt like a Raw after SummerSlam.
Hey, is this loud ass lawnmower coming across the mic or no?
No.
Okay. No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, this pissed me off, Aubrey. I will say they gave Naomi a freaking promo in front of the people during the ad break, and then a backstage promo. It's like, why can't you either do both or do the promo in front of the people for everyone instead of the ad break?
I love how she dogged everything about New York and then still cheered the shit out of her after she was done. Because it was like she was speaking all facts.
She also popped me with that and the fact she called Stephanie Velcro. Stephanie Velcro.
She's like, I'm not even trying no more. I'm just butcher. I'm just gonna fucking mark y'all.
It's like a Chris Jericho gimmick from the past.
Yes. Like some people were like, "Oh, you're insulting. You're being like," when she first said it, like the first week when she was getting it wrong. But now it comes off like you said, Romeo. It comes off like Jericho, where he used to get Benoit, Chris Benoit.
Yep. Benoit. Good Lord. That name.
All right. Yes. JJ, we'll start with you. What was your thoughts on SummerSlam night 1 and 2? Any additional thoughts? And of course, we have to ask, what did you think about the big shocking return at the end of night 2?
SummerSlam was alright. Like it was alright. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad show. Like, but I mean, I don't know. I think I do think night 2 was a lot better than night 1 in my opinion. But it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I don't know. Like SummerSlam usually has like a good feel to it. Like if you attend SummerSlam, I'm pretty sure you would have a much better time than actually watching SummerSlam. Because the crowds, so SummerSlam crowds are usually always really hot, except for like year 8 in a row when we went to Brooklyn, like you know when they went to
or when they were in Staples every year.
When they have those runs like back to back years in the same building, it just that even though they're a year apart, it's literally like event fatigue, and you're not going to be as hot, but. I mean, it was a cool show. Like some pretty good matches. It's like 2 matches I gotta rewatch because I kind of missed a little bit of it. I gotta rewatch the women's triple threat. I know all the results. I've seen all the results, and then I want to watch the ladder match again. I want to watch the TLC match again. Overall, some nice moments. I think this show was all about what you're gonna remember. This show was all about moments to me. Like they delivered moments, and essentially like a lot of the matches are going to get looked over based on just like the high spots, the crazy insane fucking like sit-ups on the fucking briefcase when motherfucker was dangling like a fucking Christmas ornament. Like when Jacob Fatu did that crazy moons, and the fact that, you know what, props those MFTs for catching him so well.
Don't credit the MFTs. Credit Tongaloa. Tongaloa took all of that. Even JC Mateo took like 10%.
Hey, it ate, but they ate it, which made it look better. Like, he didn't just land on the mat, like, and fucking hair breezed them. Like, it was a cool show. Like, it was cool. Like, that's why it was a cool show. Like, it wasn't, like, amazing, but it was a cool show.
Romeo, you were there live. How was your live perspective of SummerSlam night 1 and 2? What was the better show to you being there in the show?
I had a fun time both nights. Probably more fun night 2, but definitely enjoyed being there in attendance for both nights. Yeah, I do think night 2 was the better show. The crowd seemed to have a lot of fun around me. That made it more enjoyable for sure. I'll just give my quick thoughts on both nights. Night 1, opening match was great. A lot of fun with that. Charlotte and Alexa, I went crazy. I was jumping up and down. And then it's similar both nights. I agree with what you were saying.
Yeah. The match placement was horrible on both nights.
Yeah, but like you could say like the ebbs and flows were very similar for both nights. Because then it hit sort of a lull. Sammy and Karen, thank you for your service. Appreciate you. We'll always remember the good times. Tiffany and Jade, I told you guys, man, don't count out Tiffany. Do not count out Tiffany.
I'll just give you credit though, because you were the first one that I heard that I did a show with that was just like, I'm worried about this matchup, and oh my god, I have never watched a matchup and been like, this feels so choreographed. For all the NXT takeovers that I used to go to, and they used to tell us, oh, these guys have been practicing this match in the PC for weeks. That's why it's so good. This felt like they had been practicing this match for a whole month, and it wasn't good.
And they went even more under than I thought. I gave them 9 minutes. They went 7. Oh my god.
They trusted them less than you did.
Jade cannot be getting beat in 7 minutes. Oh my god.
Did you hear what I said on that review, Romeo? This was the biggest sign of buyer's remorse I've ever seen from WWE.
The match wasn't good. Like, it just wasn't good. Like, disappointing. Like, very disappointing.
Okay.
You would think you.
I think he's frozen. Is he frozen? Yeah.
You think you could be a tone setter for these women, and yeah, I guess I must have jumped out for a
No, you came back. You came back. You flowed. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. When you have a chance to be a tone setter and that's what you gave, wow. Like, wow. Like, Jesus. Like, that she can't be put in prime positions again, like, for the foreseeable future. Like, she can't. Like, unfortunately, like, as much as like if she has the whole create a character look. She has everything. But boy, damn, bad.
Shout out to Rant and Review, because I watched that channel, because they rarely talk about WWE, but they talked about WWE, and when they went to this matchup, he made a great point, because after this matchup happened, I like to look on social media, see what everybody's talking to me. And I saw like certain people in like wrestling media and certain fans that I will listen to their opinion. And they were like, oh yeah, this went well. And I was just like, and when I listened to Random Review and they said the best thing, it was like, this was cope. This was cope from Tiffany fans and Jade fans. This was not good. It was not good. Like I told y'all in the chat, I was like, I was going along with the ride until Jade Cargill put her foot on the rope for the rope break. I was like, yeah, that broke the illusion. That broke the illusion. You revealed how you're doing the magic trick, and now I'm done.
Listen, it's hard to be good in 7 minutes. It's not enough time. Maybe go over once in a while will surprise you. Like, oh, that was a good 6 minute match. That's it. Like, no, like you can't be that good in 7 minutes. You just can't. Let me just continue with my quick thoughts on the night. Jelly RK Roll, like the crowd was like behind Jelly Roll in like a fun way. It's like a joke way. It's like, let's just get behind this guy. Screw it. Whatever. But there's a damn blinding light that blinded most of us, a whole section of the stadium, and we just had dueling chant wars with the lights and the productions, like for a good portion of that match. So if you hear stuff in the background, people going crazy, Besides the
it's
4
when
jelly
the
roll.
sun was setting and they just hit the lights.
Yeah. Oh, it's blinding. I just couldn't see the match, but I did see the Logan spot. That was awesome. Punk and Gunther, to me, it's like complete opposite of the night 2 main event. Like they're both great in my eyes, but like the style of match is like this was like more old school, slow it down, not so much a finisher fest. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but the only thing
literally
like,
was the story of Rocky IV, Romeo.
Yeah, never seen it, but
you're like CM Punk.
The Gunther
You
chops,
never
man.
seen Rocky Balboa versus Ivan Drago?
No, I haven't seen any of the Rockies.
Oh,
Basically, the story of Rocky IV is Rocky got his ass kicked for most of the fight until Drago busted himself open, and then Rocky took advantage. The older, wildly veteran, which is basically the story of Punk
it's
versus
literally Rocky IV. Yeah.
The chops seemed like they were devastating, but I couldn't hear them where I was at. So I'm sure they came across better on TV. I guess I gotta watch everything back on TV. And then the cash in, it's like, I saw it coming. So even when this guy says nobody saw it coming, I saw it coming.
Yeah, I was like, we were on this show. We were on this show. That's why I tagged Justin, Job Guy JJ. I was like, I tried to sell you. Like, I was like, it wasn't even the reports. It was WWE that told me that it was a work.
Listen, I wasn't gonna play both sides of the fence. I was like, I'm gonna pick one side, I'm gonna stick to it, and then if it happens, it's gonna make me enjoy it more.
I did see
which I did actually, which made me enjoy it more because I was like, if I'm waffling and I'm like, all right, I'm expecting it, then it's like, all right, this was gonna happen, and it kind of takes all the steam out of it. But I'm like, I'm gonna stick to my gun. I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna be a fan and stick to this. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And when he did that whole free the band-aids or whatever you want to call it, it's like, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. They were trying to say it, but this is kind of cool.
I did watch that part back. Like Punk's face when Rollins' music hits, great selling, great job. And then also the shot of Rollins throwing the crutches away. That was awesome too. Well done.
The production was on point for the whole scene.
That was the first time in my watching CM Punk life where he actually when he saw Seth Rollins running down, where he actually looked scared.
I love the fact that he looks around like the bronze stars are coming, and then they don't come, and it's just I love the simplicity of Punk and Gunther, and I also love the simplicity of the cash-in. It's just Rollins beating the crap out of him with the briefcase because he got his ass kicked for 30 minutes and then stomping him and winning.
I'll say it felt like night 1, people came to see CM Punk win, and then night 2, people came for John Cena. My God, so many Cena shirts. Holy crap. Night 2 real quick. Opening women's match was pretty good. It felt like the crowd did not know who to cheer for. Like they loved all these girls. So like there wasn't really like a smooth direction for everybody. Like you're cheering for everybody. But I thought the finish was well done. The ladder match, they did what they had to do. I mean, I knew it was going to be chaos, but it was enjoyable chaos for me. The Hardys got the loudest pop. They should have been in the damn match. Jeez. Becky, Lyra, bad placement. This should have been on night 1. Too many stipulation matches on night 2.
Seriously.
Too many street fights. Too many things where anything goes. And this, we want tables chance after a TLC match is insane. Insane. I've never experienced that in my life.
Get fed enough.
And then they don't care about that. They're obsessed with doing the wave. I tried to discourage it. I wanted to show some respect to the ladies. I don't need to do a damn wave right now. They did it anyways. They could not care less about this. Way too long, by the way. Way too long. I got to watch this match back because it was way too distracting with the damn stupid wave. Ban the wave. And they could have done the wave during this next match. Solo and fucking Fox.
That was the worst match of the whole weekend for me. I thought that match sucked. I've never seen such a boring cage match with two people that I enjoy them regularly that much.
Yeah, I don't have much positive to say about the match, but positive I will say is Solo winning. I do like Solo keeping the title. I said there was a chance for him to, and he got it. So
why?
Why should he
Solo
still have it?
Ruins everything.
Oh no. He's doing a good job with his character work. I want him to stay.
That's literally it. And then the bell rings.
JJ's like, nah, I'm not going to hear about this carrying crosses. Then the bell rings, but Solo isn't.
Keep the same energy. Like, holy shit. Solo is dog shit in the ring, bro. He made a Jacob Fatu match boring.
And they gave him the honor of being the first one to kick out the double jump moonsault. Two of them. Like, if he's gonna kick out of it, why didn't just hit him with one, please?
Out of all people, Solo gets that fucking accolade.
Yeah.
And then the nigga wins the match by falling out of the cage.
Not the first time they've done that.
But it just looked bad.
Yeah, it did. and the stupidity. This match was not only like not performed well, it was booked horribly. You spent 15 minutes in Becky and Lyra with the zip tie spot to do a handcuff spot in the next matchup, and they break it faster than the zip ties.
That's terrible. But that also goes with the tables after a TLC match. Also, all put together.
They used the zip tie. They needed to have a fucking cut or something to cut, like really, really easy to access. With Jacob, all they needed to do was just use some cheap ass chain, which they used some cheap ass chain, and he was able to snap that shit. But Solo has ruined 2 SummerSlam big time matches already. And he's only been in 2 SummerSlam matches.
I can't wait to see what Uncle Dave giving that Cody match 4 stars still pisses me off. To this 1 year later, it still pisses me off. I can't wait to see what he gave that cage match.
Wait, he gave what got 4 stars?
The Cody match last year got 4 stars.
Against Solo?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievably overrated.
That is overrated by at maximum 2 stars, by minimum 1.5 stars. That was literally Cody Rhodes' worst main event, and it wasn't his fault.
Nah, I agree.
I think Cody Cena 1 is worse. You don't think so?
Yes, I agree. So solo match was better than Cody Cena 1. That's true.
I mean, that's debatable.
We've eliminated that from my memory now, thanks to Night.
We're just talking about shit and shit. I mean, y'all can pick whichever one is worse shit for sure. Have at it. Cena Cody worse, Solo Cody worse. They were both ass, and Cody was a victim to both of their fucking pitiful ass performances.
They were both shit, but the Cena match
at least made up for it.
He made up for it, but Solo made up for the cage match that they had was much better than the SummerSlam match.
I'll continue. Dom and AJ was cool. The Eddie tribute, all nice. The crowd was very split. Loved cheering for both these guys. And then the main event. Oh my goodness. Where did that come from? Where the hell did that come from? John Cena turning back the clock. Oh my goodness. Even at points in this match, he couldn't believe what he was doing. When he pulled out that gold already, he was like, oh shit. Like, what? What the hell? I cannot believe it, man. And the finisher fest, the kicking out of the 3 finishers, I loved it because that's who these 2 guys are. The Super Cena, Super 3. Cody.
He hit 11 AAs.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, like the one sequence. But yeah, altogether, I didn't mind it. It made the match so much more.
You counted 11?
11.
Cody's never losing a championship.
And altogether, it was like 17, right? With
6
crossroads.
Yeah, me and Nate were trying to gaslight Josh. He was like, "You're not getting the story, man. He's facing the 17-time world champion. They hit 17 finishers between them. You see the symmetry? That's cinema.
Yes. Cena's entrance, like this guy got 4 different pops during his entrance.
Yes. He got the pop of the video wall changing, got the pop on the salute, and then when he runs down, it's one of the biggest pops of the night.
The run, like
I went crazy.
These niggas went berserk.
I went crazy.
Like fucking Royal Rumble entrant run. He fucking went crazy.
Yeah, I just fully bought into John Cena, even though I felt like he was gonna lose. The whole crowd just bought in. And for one night, like Cody had to be the bad guy. We had to boo him. We were all behind John Cena. And that's why at the end, the final pinfall is like, it's not really that big of a pop. It's like, he lost. It's like, all right, Cody, you won. But the ending, them embracing each other, Cody ugly crying, made me kind of emotional when I was Cody ugly crying. I was like, that was funny. And then I kept recording. I knew something was not quite right. I knew something else was still on.
Oh yeah.
That music hit. There was no roof to blow off the stadium, but you could hear it. Whoa! Listen, I don't need to see Brock Lesnar and John Cena again. I do not. I do not need to
I'll be honest with you.
again.
I don't need to see Brock Lesnar at all.
Yeah. Listen, you can feel however you want to feel about him coming back. I'm not going to get emotional about it, me personally, but you are entitled to feel however you feel about it. It's similar to the Hogan stuff, honestly, in much different manner. Like, feel however you want to feel. The canceling of the post-show conferences is very cowardly. Very cowardly. And by the way, Triple H, they were chanting, "We want Cross, not we want Brock."
Yo, that was wild. That was insane of him. Like, yo, I was like, and then the answer to the question, and we'll talk about it more when we get to the part on Monday Night Raw, which I really feel, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get anybody that works at HQ to confirm this. I really feel like Cena was not happy with Triple H's answer of him getting thrown under the bus. Oh, this was John Cena's idea. I asked John Cena who he wanted to work with, and he told me he wanted to work with Brock. So that's why Brock's back. That was like coward on top of coward. Like, you are in charge, sir. That is bad management if you allowed John Cena to do this.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
That's why my headline says all the credit, none of the blame.
I don't think John Cena cares though, because Brock's his boy. And guess who else is his boy, folks? Vince McMahon is his boy. I don't think John Cena
he's very open about it. But he's also been very adamant. He just is going to do what they want him to do. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of who he wants to work with, who he doesn't want to work with, he always said he's going to do what they want him to do. So that's why I think that image wise, I could see John Cena being like you didn't need to say that it was all me. Like, you need to take some of the credit. That's why I think we got the segment that we got on this show to basically be like, oh, this is the kayfabe answer. This is what we're gonna tell the fans here.
Oh, and we can talk about that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, stupid as hell. But we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, keep coming with those comments in the live chat. Of course, you can send a super chat donation and show us some love in that way. But let's talk about this episode of Monday Night Raw. What did you think about the crowd overall in Brooklyn, JJ?
Like I said, man, I mean, Brooklyn was ready. Brooklyn was ready for a show. Just like last week, they were ready for a show. Just like the week before that, they were ready for a show. Now, depending on what the fuck you got, is if you're gonna keep them for the show. They start off hot. They get a good thing to start off hot. Then they lose them for a little while. Then they get them back. And then they lose them. And then they partially get them back. And then they had them completely locked in for the last 5 minutes of the show. I mean, the main event, just because they got a little pop for the announcement of the main event, people were not happy to see that main event. I'll tell you that shit. Because the follow-up entrance, almost no reaction.
Yeah.
Just keep paying attention to that.
We're gonna talk about that. I think we're gonna have to start coming to a verdict on this returning star. Romeo, what did you think about the crowd in Brooklyn last night?
At first I thought wrestling fatigue, but honestly, they didn't really give them much to even prove that wrong. I'd be pissed if I spent money on that show last night. I'd be pissed. After, especially if I went to both nights of SummerSlam and then spending a fortune there, with everything combined that I paid for, and then having to, shell out a few more bucks to go see Raw, and then that's the show I get. It's like kind of mid. Like, yeah.
He said kind of mid. He's so generous.
The show kicked off with the SummerSlam highlight reel, bringing everyone up to speed with all the losers and winners of the event, along with the headlines the show made. Then we get the traditional wrestlers arriving to work montage aired, showing Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Naomi arriving to the venue. They did a nice shot where they went from Naomi arriving right into the building with the drone shot, and then we hear the music, the usual music of our world heavyweight champion. Immediately, I was disappointed with this show. It's Seth freaking Rollins, the new world heavyweight champion, along with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. They make their way down with the crowd serenading Seth with his theme music. We get Heyman embracing Seth. Seth embraced every member of his group. And Paul Heyman gets the mic first, and he starts cutting. He starts spitting on the mic, man. Paul Heyman. This is why we have Paul Heyman for. The Oracle says, at least he says that's his name. He says that he is the GOAT. He said he's so humble. I was like, so fuck Seth. All right, I'm with it. I'm here with it.
Right, let's go.
He then says that he is also the Oracle, and he's blessed and honored to be in the ring with the man that will be the big dog that patrols this ring, Braun Breaker, the future of the industry. He says he is blessed and honored to be in the ring with the official tribal thief, the owner of the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed.
Love that.
I knew JJ was somewhere loving this.
Oh yeah.
I love this line too. This is the line of the night. The Shula Fala. He then slides off and says that he would introduce the champion, and it would usually be someone like Roman Reigns, but no, he's a has-been. He said maybe it would be someone like CM Punk. But no, he's a has-been too, who couldn't even get his nameplate on the World Heavyweight Championship. He introduces everyone to the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Seth freaking Rollins. Gives the mic to Seth, and Seth gets on the mic, and he says that shame on you, Brooklyn. He said shame on everyone who didn't believe in him and taunted him for months with OTC chants. That shamed him and haunted him and taunted him with CM Punk chants. He told the crowd to never doubt him again. Shame on them, and shame on the locker room as well for trying to stop his cash-in and hold him back. Rollins reminded everyone that he always has a plan B. And the only ones who knew about this one, presumably he's talking about the worked injury, were his beautiful, hot, intercontinental champion of a wife and his Oracle, which could be a teaser of some issues arriving between Braun Breaker and Seth because he wasn't involved in this plan.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, he lied. He also told his daughter.
This is also true.
Who
yes.
couldn't keep a
and the
secret.
daughter told the teacher. Yes.
Never tell her anything again. Jeez.
Rollins says that he now has absolute power, and this is the beginning of his vision. Suddenly, the music of LA Knight hits,
Yeah.
and out comes the man who defeated Seth Rollins at WWE Saturday Night's main event last month. Knight's got a mic in his hand, and he says, "Congratulations, Rollins, on his title win," and says that he wasn't looking for a fight. He just had some questions. Knight pointed out that Rollins already had the Money in the Bank briefcase, so he didn't need to fake an injury. Good point, Knight. You should be telling this to your boss. Knight said that the only reason Rollins faked an injury was to get out of taking a beating by him at Saturday Night's main event. Now, that's an error on your part because you could have still beat his ass, even though you thought he was injured. So Knight says that since he was the last one to beat Rollins, he should be the next one to beat him. Right here, right now. Rollins gets in Knight's face and he tells him no. He walks out with the Vision behind him, but suddenly Adam Pearce's turn comes out to talk, and he says he has something to say. Pearce says that he's pretty mad that Rollins had lied to everyone about his injury, including his medical staff. That your medical staff shouldn't be lying to his medical staff about his condition and delaying things. So you know what? Usually I wouldn't book a world title match on zero build-up, but tonight on Raw, it was the Raw after SummerSlam. So in Brooklyn, Seth Rollins will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against LA Knight. And the icing on the cake was that Pearce also banned Breakker and Reed from ringside. So the match is made official. LA Knight is very happy about it because it's not going to be 4-on-2. It's not going to be 4-on-1. It's going to be 1-on-1, him and Seth Rollins in the main event. Romeo, what did you think about this opening segment here with Seth officially calling his group the Vision, his promo, Heyman's promo, Shula Fala's, Knight's promo, and the match being made official for the main event?
Heyman was absolutely awesome, as always. You brought up a good point with that. The Seth saying, people that he trusted, and like Braun's not one of them. I'm surprised we didn't get a camera shot of Braun's reaction listening to that.
We should have, yeah.
He could have played it a couple of ways. You could have had him play a straight face, but meanwhile he's thinking something else. Or you could have had him, make a look, but whatever. It's a missed opportunity. Seth's whole explanation is it's very heelish. It's also very pussy. It's so pussy. I'm gonna pretend to be hurt, even though I have the advantage already. It's so pussy. My goodness. I will say, though, being in the crowd live for night one, a lot of people in my section, the CM Punk fans, weren't really worried about Seth Rollins cashing in. And I was taunting the whole match. Guys, burn it down. And they were like, nah, it's not going to happen. And then Punk wins. He's celebrating. And then it happens. And I'm like, I told you. So maybe the whole damn angle was able to convince Punk fans that, they could have their moment and it's not going to get ruined. At least the ones around me, call him stupid or whatever. In the end, he looks like such a sissy. Now, that's good for heel heat, I guess. Yeah. But LA Knight came in there. He told the truth. You look like a bitch. In other words, you look like a bitch. But then when I heard the match announced, I was like, man, this is just Seth Rollins getting his win back for the damn Saturday night main event. But I was wrong. He didn't really get his win back.
I knew what the result would be of this matchup. I was like, they fooled me. They fooled me on Seth and Jey Uso back in May, but they weren't going to fool me here. I knew what the result was going to be here. JJ, what did you think?
I mean, the best part about everything here was Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was the best part of this entire promo. Even the reaction when LA Knight's music hit was mid as fuck. I
think he got a nice pop.
He got a nice little reaction, but I could see and feel that wasn't the person they wanted to see come out.
Fair.
This felt like a pity match. Like, you didn't make the SummerSlam card, but here we got a championship match here. Like, yo.
And people was kind of behind what LA Knight was saying, which was mostly factual. But they like some people cared, like some people gave a shit, and then it was kind of like, bro, what are you still doing here? Like, what do you? And I just didn't get it when he was putting up he's putting up all of these fingers. Like, I thought he was putting up 4 and 1. This nigga had like 3 fingers up on the other hand. I'm like, what are you doing? What is like? Do you know the camera's on you? Like, fuck are we trying to figure out here? What the fuck we doing? School math? But yeah, I just they did a decent job hyping the match and trying to make it like, oh shit, we're getting a world title match. But there wasn't a motherfucker in that building or that arena knew that LA Knight was when no one believed that he was winning this match. No one believed that this was going to happen. And that's kind of what I was like, this could have been a missed opportunity here, like to do some real, like, funny shit. Because this is the time of the season where you got wiggle room. You got all these bullshit PLEs coming. You got Clash in Paris, and you got time to kill here. Why not make the Seth Rollins cash in last only 24 hours and let LA Knight have a quick moment? Like, I think that would have been that would have gotten a mega pop because no one would have expected it at all. Yeah. No one would have expected Seth Rollins to lose the championship
wild.
in one.
That would have been awesome. I gotta give it. That would have been awesome.
Like, I think that,
and then you could just kind of say like LA Knight just kind of owned Seth Rollins for whatever reason. Like,
it's like what he did comes back to bite him. Obviously, Seth Rollins could go get the strap back, but even if it's a temporary loss, something like has to really make him full out crash out, and nothing's made him full on crash out. Like, and that's kind of where I'm like, they're not driving the stake into Seth Rollins like he needs to go full blown heel. Like, he's in cruise control. And I was like, they needed to do something different. Like, something needed to be like outside of the normal. And the theme of the show was, this isn't normal. This isn't normal. He said it multiple times during the show. And then everything played out as normal as fuck.
The same vision stuff that we've been seeing. Like, I would have also liked when he says that it was his. Basically, he's saying, like, I agree with Romeo and you, that basically he's saying that he was a wimp that had to fake an injury to cash in. Yeah. I would have loved him because you just gave him this nickname if it was Paul Heyman's idea, not Seth Rollins' idea. Like, Seth doesn't fake injuries usually. He's either hurt or he's not. Heyman should have been the master.
He tries to fight injuries.
Yes, I would have loved if Heyman was the one who said, like, everybody knows that you've been injured before, and we're going to use this to our advantage. He's the oracle, and because the big logic hole that this promo did not explain is him cashing in on CM Punk. He had no clue that CM Punk was going to be at SummerSlam in a world title match prior to faking his injury. So you should have filled that logic hole by having Heyman be the one who's the oracle who saw the vision that CM Punk was going to be the champion. That would have made so much more sense than anything they said in this promo.
That's all fair. I agree with all that. Let me ask you guys a question, though. Serious one. Same goes for everyone in the chat. Even though you already brought this up, you would have really been down for LA Knight winning, even though that would have been like 4 champs in 3 days. You wouldn't like be like, that's a bit too hot potato.
Like, when was the last time this happened in this version of WWE?
It doesn't happen.
So yes,
like, this would have felt like an attitude era type thing.
Yeah, this would have been different. even if LA Knight was been straight transitional champion, totally fine with him being a transitional champion.
Okay.
But it could have been a swerve, even if it was for like 2 weeks, even if it was for like 3 weeks, 1 week. Like, something different needed to be talked about here, and it's just not.
Yeah, I would have been down for it, especially because it could have been due to CM Punk costing him the title, and that furthers the Punk and Seth
And Roman
rivalry.
could have done all of them.
And Roman, yeah.
Like, I think it's just the status quo shit is exactly what it seems like people either want or complain about. Like, oh, if you go this route, oh, that would have been stupid. But, oh, they went the basic ass route. That was stupid anyway. like, so whatever you do is stupid. So go with the different stupid.
That would have made people feel better about getting their seats for the Brooklyn show. That would have made people feel a lot better that they were in attendance for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the whole injury angle and stuff like that. I don't think they've earned it at all yet. They still have time to make it feel like this was something, but I feel like they're just not going to address it anymore after this.
And you know how LA Knight should have done it? He should have faked an injury.
What Chuck Berry, you see what I'm saying? Like what Chuck Berry's kind of alluded to. What I'm saying is, it's fucking August, bro. Like, it's fucking August. Like, why is this time of the year, now that SummerSlam's over, this time of the year is not important to the WWE?
Yeah.
You heard, JJ? Like, if LA Knight was going to win, he should have faked an injury. And then Seth should have fell for it, like an inside cradle, some shit. I don't know.
I mean, that would have played right into getting worked. The worker got worked. Like, it would have played right into it. It would have been, even if it wasn't satisfying to some, it would have been different and more people would have talked about it.
We just booked a hell of a Raw. This would have been a 9 episode, 9 out of 10.
Man, this shit would have been fuego.
We fixed the promo. We fixed the finish of the main event. We're all done. We're all done. Thank you. You're welcome, Triple H.
And we did what they love to do. We shocked people at the end.
We made a moment. We made a moment.
Like, Jesus, this nigga's been chasing this shit for like fucking 2.5 years.
Triple H would have been like, I'm just worried. Seth
Like,
Rollins looks
Jesus
like an asshole.
Christ,
With that
get a man a week with it.
I think Seth looks weak in this scenario. Backstage, we see the Judgment Day are walking around, and they ran into the LWO. Dominic Mysterio claims that he is the king of Lucha Libre now, as Dragon Lee took exception to that and challenged him to a match later on tonight. Dom accepted, and the LWO left, clearing the way for AJ Styles to show up. And he says that Dom got lucky, and he was very clever with how he got the win the night prior, but he didn't appreciate the tricks at SummerSlam, so he's still coming for the Intercontinental Championship. But Dom tells him that you better walk away and that he's a 20-year vet. Dom is hilarious with this 20-year vet shit.
I'm telling you, and make him the face of AAA, man. Make him the face of Mexican wrestling. Go for it.
I can't believe there was people that actually thought that AJ was going to win just so Dom couldn't be a double champion. No, the whole point of this is to make him a double champion.
I wouldn't have minded it, but it's fine. I like how AJ played it. He played it like, you outsmarted me. Respect for that, but I'm still coming.
Yeah, they had a solid match at SummerSlam, but it felt like a breath of fresh air after the weak finish to Lyra and Becky, and then that cage match.
I was mildly surprised by it was a decent match.
Yeah. Eddie tricks. All right, it's time to put your judge caps on, because we gotta bring someone to the courtroom. Someone to the courtroom. And we might be having to pass judgment on one of Raw's returning superstars, Rusev. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say, but I think he might be cooked. But he was in action here, going up against Sheamus. This is the third matchup between these two men since Rusev made his return back in April. They had another hard-hitting matchup. With all that out the way, you had Rusev. He took control during the commercial break and was wearing down Sheamus for a bit. They were hitting each other hard as per usual, as we always see from these two men. But the fight went to the ringside area. They fought over the barricade. They were just not listening to the referee like at all. Where Rusev put Sheamus over the barricade and was about to give him the 10 beats of the Bowery, but he got too distracted with the fans in the crowd. So Sheamus is able to reverse things, and he starts beating the hell out of Rusev's chest with the 10 beats of the Bowery with the crowd behind him. He makes it like 20 beats of the Bowery, and this one goes to a double count out. The referee counts them both out. Then the referee tries to separate the two post-match. It leads to officials and security having to flood out and separate the two men. The fight is on as they just cannot be separated at all. They're just beating the crap out of one another. They're getting separated and then coming back together to fight some more until they're able to end this for now, because we got to talk about it more throughout the night. Might as well just put it all into one bunch. We would see later on.
Please.
Later on in the show, we would see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They were backstage, and we get them walking as they're about to come out. Then out of nowhere, we see Sheamus and Rusev are once again fighting. They're brawling backstage as the fight continues. Security and officials are basically chasing after them to separate the two men who cannot control themselves at all. The brawl continues. Later on in the show, when we get an interview in the, I guess it's like the parking lot area, where Sami Zayn is being interviewed, and he's talking about what happened at SummerSlam and getting the victory over Cross. No acknowledgement at all in regards to Cross having to say that he was wrong. They talk about Sami basically rejecting the steel pipe in the matchup, and he admitted wanting to use it, and in the end, though, it's just not who he is. Zayn wants to be a world champion, and he wants to do it the right way. This leads suddenly to Sheamus and Rusev. They start brawling and bumping into Sami. They're still brawling and cannot be stopped by security. Zayn got up in the middle of the two men, but WWE said, who cares? And just have Rusev punch him in the face. Then Sami has to be separated from the two men. And then eventually it leads to, later in the show, it is announced it will be Sami Zayn versus Rusev next week on Monday Night Raw.
Sorry.
I have so many issues with all of this. I like the fact that the brawl kept continuing. It heats up their rivalry a bit. But, like, this matchup wasn't their best matchup. It was kind of just...
It's like an angle. Like
it was more of an angle. It was more of an angle that should have been their first match. Not their third match. This should not be your third match. This should be the first match you have. Should be the double count out, not the third match that you have. It just felt like more of an angle than an actual matchup. It was good for what it was, but it got no heat whatsoever, because this crowd and most of the crowds that WWE goes to only care about Sheamus. They do not give a fuck about this man, Rusev. Rusev has just got somewhat of a reaction on the Raw after WrestleMania, and it's been a law of diminishing returns ever since. It's like crazy to me that he is just getting lesser and lesser. They don't care about Rusev. That's why I said we're going to have to put him on trial and be like, yo, we might have to cut our losses. Like, it's not like WWE is doing anything and giving him a big push at all. And I'm totally fine with that, actually. But it just, they're not putting in the effort that he needs to be somebody that's going to get a reaction. He's not putting in he's having good matches with Sheamus, but it's not nothing that's setting the world on fire. And the storyline is basically like, I could tell you 8 other Sheamus rivalries that were the same way, that just had matches that were supposed to progress the storyline, but don't really do that because they only care about Sheamus actually wrestling. They don't care to give him any type of story. It's just him going out there and having banger after banger after banger. The Pete Dunne feud was like that. The Ludwig Kaiser feud was like that. The Braun Breaker feud was like that. It's just the same thing over and over again. It's just insert Rusev this time and nobody cares. But I do appreciate the brawling throughout the night. That helped it a little bit. JJ or Romeo, you want to go?
I don't mind you feeling. Romeo. I don't mind you feeling that way. I kind of agree with a little bit of what you're saying. I just give him credit though for finally switching it up. Like Rusev does not need to face Sheamus every damn week. Like there are other people on the roster. You're like, okay, now we're mixing Sammy into this. Sammy doesn't need something to do since Cross is gone. So that I'll give him credit for at least switching it up. We'll see what they do with that though next week. Whatever happens with that. I did laugh though at like you see the shot with Sammy getting interviewed. You see all that empty space, and these guys still find a way to just let's get his Sami Zayn's way. F it, like let's mess with him. That was hilarious to me. Go ahead, JJ.
It all sucked. All of it. And same exact thing that I'm going to say that I said last week. No one gives a fuck. Like, the thing is that no one cares. So no one cares if there's going to be effort into this man. No one cares if he's going to get a push. No one cares if he's going to go to catering. No one cares about the spectacular entrance. Anytime that he's just involved, just in your phone, doing anything but paying attention to what the fuck he's doing because we don't care. Like, there is a big pile of I don't give a fuck stench that just takes over the room the minute he shows up.
Yeah.
Like it is so obvious that no one cares. Like when those lights came on and that fucking Tron came out and he no reaction. Like literally no reaction. It ain't me. No one cares. Like no one, it's not, and again, it's not a dislike or a like. No one cares to have an opinion. Like everybody's just so disinterested. And that's why this ain't working. Because no one cares.
Can we save the pull apart brawls for upper level feuds? Not use them for lower level / mid card feuds. He uses it enough as it is.
Like it's sad. It's actually sad to see because it's like, damn, at a time, this guy was like one of the most over acts in this very company. He went over to AEW and had a hell of a start as the Redeemer, became TNT champion. Something happened. Something happened to the aura of this man that just no one wants anything to do with.
He should cut a vignette about that.
He's done no mic talk. He's done no mic talk. It's
Let
like
him talk.
He probably needs to, because it's like almost like no one knows even what kind of character he is. No one knows the persona he's after. Like no one knows the persona he's going after. No one knows the story of who he's chasing and what he's trying to do. People call the Redeemer. What the fuck are you redeeming? Like what
redeem these nuts?
The fuck are you redeeming? Like what is it? Help me understand. so I can attempt to have a thought to see if I give a fuck or not. The Redeemer. The Redeemer of what, nigga? like it's just I think it gets to the point where it's like, bro, I don't even care because he's not even explaining it.
Yeah.
Is it just me or like Sheamus has gotten like 70 to 80% of the talking segments revolving around this feud? They're always talking to Sheamus.
He comes in to basically like he comes in to interrupt Sheamus and they haven't gotten anything in the ring. It's just been backstage segments of Sheamus having a promo, and then Rusev interrupts, and then so on and so forth
And
to
Romeo,
build to the next match.
Romeo, SP, chat, please help me understand what this is. Because I, for the life of me, do not know what this Redeemer shit is. Someone help me.
Help me.
The Redeemer of what?
I wonder, as like a viewer, for like you guys or anyone in the chat, like when you see like most of a feud is like the talking segments are like backstage or like anything like that instead of in ring, do you as a viewer say, it's not that as important as the ones that are in the ring?
Yes.
Do you ever get that feeling?
I do. Yeah, I do. If they never give you like an in-ring segment, I think like something's wrong or you're not as important to them. Like I thought that we're going to talk about the women's tag team champions, your girls, getting a in-ring segment was basically like, oh, we're giving you a shot in ring because most of their story has been backstage segments. I have my feelings on the segment, but it was a sign that WWE is like, hey, we're making this more important because we're actually giving them an in-ring promo. I don't think there's a shot that Sheamus and Rusev are getting an in-ring promo because I've never seen it from a Sheamus feud since he's been back.
Yeah, there's no back and forth promo happening between these two. There's not enough interest. And the only interest is from the side of Sheamus.
Sheamus is doing his best. He's having good to great matches with him.
Props to Sheamus, bro, because he is just taking whatever is given to him, and he is just trying to make it work. But God, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, is he even talking about anything?
Oh, and I can't
and he can't anything can't even get like a reaction or a type of move without him mentioning his wife. Like if it ain't him talking about his hot wife, find me a promo that anybody gives a fuck about. Find me one, please.
Probably Rusev Day, when he had Rusev Day. And that was Aiden English doing it.
That was more than half a decade ago, bro.
By the way, I can't take any more of Michael Cole saying it's fight night. Oh my, I mute the TV
right so
before
annoying.
He says it. Oh.
What happened to Michael Cole?
The Mets, the New York Mets happened.
Again, I'm gonna ask this question now that you put, what the fuck is he redeeming? What is it?
They never finished that story.
Like,
they never finished that story.
Because he's feuding with Sheamus. He hasn't finished his feud with Sheamus.
This is crazy though, Josh. Josh said a guy didn't want a job to Hangman just to be the 25th guy off the bench. That's insane. You didn't want to put over one of the best wrestlers in the world, and now you over in WWE getting no reaction.
I love how the decisions of dumbass people comes back in twofold like that, while this man over there is the #1 star in the company. But you ain't want to work with that guy. But now you go into arenas with 15,000 people could give a fuck what you're doing, and maybe 500 to 2,000 of those people are going to take a piss.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The ego trip really got him. Yeah, he was feeling himself on.
He could still be redeemed.
What?
Romeo trolling you.
I know, and that's redeemed. He's
what? Redeemed.
There's still time.
Literally no explanation
of
what he's redeeming or what he's redeemed from or what he's redeeming or who he's trying to from what?
That's why there's still time. Because you don't know. We don't know. They don't know.
It's gonna be, this nigga has been redeeming people for 5 years.
And now?
And I still don't know what he's redeeming.
Now he's going to redeem Sami Zayn.
Yep.
From what?
From the same stuff Karrion Kross is trying to.
Exactly. He's picking up right where Karrion Kross
He's
left.
picking off. He got the ball now.
Exactly what Karrion Kross was after. Karrion Kross was after getting Sami Zayn to show a side of him that he knows that's inside of Sami. He knows that there's a devil inside of Sami, and he's trying to get that out of Sami. At least whether you're at least whether you're interested in or not, there's something there.
Now Rusev's this all part
There's
of Sammy's arc.
there.
He's
What
like,
the fuck is this man redeeming?
he's like, he has something to say.
There's
At
something
least
there.
Miss you, Karrion. It's effed up what they're doing to you, man.
Yo, this will like go down as one of the worst like PR weeks in WWE history. if they really let Karrion Kross go, because like you were basically telling us you're still the same as you were when you had Vince, where a guy can get over on his own merit and you'll still let him go.
Sell merch too.
Yeah.
I hope AEW picks
Insane.
him up.
I don't know about that. I don't think he
I know
fits.
a lot of AEW fans are terrified of the thought.
Yeah,
I'd like
he
to see it
doesn't
just to
fit. He
entertain
doesn't fit.
myself.
I understand.
What? I thought it's where the best wrestle.
Is he one of the best wrestlers? All right, we go backstage. We go backstage to the New Day, who are still grieving their World Tag Team title loss.
What
And
the F is this?
Yo, we went from all of that to this.
he looks like he's
What
like
the fuck
rated.
is that dude in the middle wearing, bro?
I love that. Not even the hat. He's like, what the hell is Grayson Waller wearing? It looks like he just got the Raiden hat from Mortal Kombat, but on super size. Like everything's bigger.
Oh man.
Then Grayson Waller comes up to the New Day, who are still grieving. He joins them and promises to get New Day a rematch for their lost titles. He pulls up on Adam Pearce, who's talking to Penta, and he interrupts in a foul mood after Pearce is in a bad mood after Waller called him Baldy. So he makes a match for later tonight. Penta going one-on-one with Grayson Waller. And Waller is a little bit upset since he wasn't planning on this matchup happening. This matchup is actually right now as Penta comes out. The match kicks off with Waller reluctant to engage with Penta, but he eventually is able to gain a little bit of control in this one. He eventually gets on a waistlock. The two men trade headlocks for a bit. Eventually, Grayson Waller puts down Penta on the mat. Suddenly, suddenly he's thrown to the outside, and the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they come down and they're joining the commentary table. That caused enough of a distraction for Waller to take over, sending Penta onto the announce table. Corey Graves invited the New Day to join them at commentary, and Kingston called Michael Cole out for trash talking him. Grayson Waller hits a little bit of offense. He hits a big knee at one point. He gets him with a forearm as well, but Penta eventually makes his comeback. He gets a 2 count off of a roll up. Kingston said that the New Day were taking Waller under their wing. Penta took Waller under his open hand and chopped him in the corner. The New Day discussed their grieving process as Waller then held Penta in a modified headlock. Back from break, Waller delivered some high knees again, but Penta came back with a bulldog and a backbreaker. He eventually hits his corner drop kick into the corner. He dodges Grayson Waller hitting an elbow drop off the second rope and delivers a super kick. Waller came back with a high knee, and the two wrapped each other up in a double lariat. Penta then hits another big super kick, and then hits this nice little like tornado version of the Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3 to pick up the victory here, giving New Day one more thing to mourn. Post-match, the New Day get into the ring where they basically are chastising Grayson Waller for losing here. Kingston gets in Penta's face, but Penta sends Kingston and Woods packing after pushing down Woods. His hat falls off, so Penta is able to pick it up and he puts on the hat. So we get this great visual of Penta with the large hat on doing his little dance before he throws the hat at the New Day and then does a tope con hilo onto both men on the floor.
Someone did like a Mortal Kombat meme of all that with like the throwing of the hat, like he's Kung Lao or some shit like that. It was pretty funny.
This was fine. It was kind of this heatless matchup where I'm once again saying what I was saying to y'all after WrestleMania. Penta's just a guy. That's all he is. JJ?
He's becoming that, unfortunately, like a popular guy, but he's becoming a guy. He's having matches with jobbers. Like, he's having matches with bona fide jobbers. Like, did you see what the fuck this... Like, I get Gen Z culture and all of this, but what the fuck were they all wearing? Like, all three of them. Like, them niggas lost a bet, bro. They lost a bet of some, like, that like, you have to lose a bet to wear some shit like that.
Especially Penta was the most normal dressed guy.
Yes.
Penta was the most normal dressed guy.
And he's in his little wrestling outfit, and he's the most normal dress. Like, bro, what kind of slaying is that dude in the middle trying to do?
He thought he ate, though.
He is trying to slay. Like, what the fuck? This is such a downhill moment for the show right here. All of this. All of this.
He's like, this is where I tapped out on the
like
show.
A collection of LVP candidates right there. There's a whole collection of them right there. You got 3 options already, and we're only in like the 3rd segment of the show. Cool. So we got that. And then we got a filler match. Because I guess they got, people were tired and they couldn't make it to Brooklyn. So they wasted 10 minutes on that.
Yeah.
Filler.
What did you think, Romeo?
This was a dark match on TV. This was wanting to give the fans Penta for the weekend because we couldn't get him anywhere else on any other show. Unfortunately, it came at the expense of Grayson Waller, which, when Grayson Waller comes on the screen, I go straight to my phone and I start zoning out.
Like what everybody does to Rusev.
Even Penta can't save that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not digging this Grayson Waller New Day interactions at all. Whatever they're trying to do here, not interesting. Throw it in the trash. New Day, when they did their heel turn, they were trying to present a more serious side to them. And what are we back to right now, months later? The cutesy, make you laugh, silly New Day of the past. Which, I did laugh at the hat. I will be honest, I did laugh. It was funny. But, I don't care for none of this at all.
I reacted, but I definitely didn't laugh.
He said, what the fuck is this? That's what he said.
Yeah, like that shit just took up like literally like 40 inches of my television screen.
The finish was cool. That's the finish and Penta with the hat. That was cool.
Yeah. We got Craig Carter II says it's a shame Penta doesn't have a brother or something.
Maybe it's about time they need to find each other.
But do it in a meaningful way.
Since we're in programs where people are going to find themselves, they might as well find each other.
But start building it and do it in a meaningful way. Don't just do it to do it. Do it so that it's.
But that's what they did with Ray Phoenix and Andrade. They just did it to do it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that with Ray and Penta.
You're asking for outside of WWE logic, sir.
Yeah,
outside of a main event program.
They don't try for these outside of the main event. Definitely
They
not the
don't.
tag
Yeah,
team
they
division.
don't give a fuck about anything that's not in the main event scene.
You then get next. That's when we had the first brawl backstage with Rusev and Sheamus. Then we get the ad break where WWE Women's World Champion Naomi came out to address the crowd. She runs down New Jersey, then saying that she assumed that Brooklyn would be better, but in fact it's worse. Too much trash and construction in Brooklyn for Naomi. She said the crowd deserved to move to Florida, which frankly is a pretty mean thing to say. Naomi said
Most
that
New Yorkers do anyways.
She said, stop trying to come to my city. Stop trying to move to Florida and raise it our rent.
She then said next on her list was Stephanie Velcro. But the show came back from a commercial break and it cut off Naomi mid promo, which I didn't like.
Bro,
they should have just came on. They could have just came on with Michael Cole explaining that Naomi's been running down the audience during the ad break and just let her finish the promo before you went over to just a recap of John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Like, what the fuck?
This is how we treat the women's world champ, huh?
Whole thing. I got a massive problem with this whole thing. So they gonna sit here and cut the fucking women's champion that was victorious at SummerSlam. But we just had to witness a fucking black, whatever the fuck attire segment that was. And then that fucking mid-ass match. But then they cut the women's champion.
They did this with Io Sky too, when she was champ.
Yeah,
she'd be the ad
they
breaks.
put her in the ad breaks all the time.
Go figure. The other shit was live. This shit was during commercial.
We did get some more segments with the three women that were in the SummerSlam Night 2 opener. Backstage, we saw Io Sky talking to Kabuki Warriors, doing stuff they do, and Io was approached by Rhea Ripley. Once again, Asuka kind of made a sly joke about Rhea. She'll leave Io alone with her best friend. Ripley says that she knows Io. Io's already talked to Adam Pearce about a one-on-one rematch against Naomi, and Io reminds Rhea that she wasn't pinned at SummerSlam, so she deserves another shot. She says that she wants Io to Rhea says she wants Io to win so that she can finally beat her for the title, but Io grabs her arm and lovingly said that she was never going to beat her, and then she smiled in Rhea's face. That was cold. Then we get
so gentle with it too.
It was really good. Really
I
good.
like Asuka too. Asuka's like very subtle hating.
Oh yeah.
Subtle.
She's But we did get the Women's World Champion in another segment later in the show where she confirmed that, yes, she will be facing Io Sky next week for the WWE Women's World Championship. Then Stephanie Vaquer, not Velcro, Vaquer comes in. wandered by and said that she would beat Naomi or Io in Paris, even though no one asked her that. And then Naomi tells her that she will win next week, and then at Clash she's gonna take her horns and stick it where the sun don't shine, so she'll be limping her ass out of Paris, and then did the limp as she walked off before saying
Nah, man. You see, I love, listen, anybody that's ever watched this show knows how much I love me some La Primera. You can't get into talking with Naomi. You can't.
Not right now.
That's outside of your realm. It's outside of your realm. You're going to get flamed every time. Literally every time. She's going to get fucking annihilated. And that was like a 30-second annihilation right there. Like, she was literally left speechless, not for promo's sake, but there's nothing that she could have said to respond to that. Nothing.
No. It's like your English ain't strong enough, honey. And yeah, it was made official. It's going to be Naomi defending the WWE Women's World Championship against Io Sky next week, which should be a very good matchup there. Any thoughts on these whole segments setting things up for next week and Clash in Paris, Romeo?
I don't got nothing else to really add other than I'm really looking forward to that Devil's Kiss in Paris. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, those Paris fans are going to go crazy for that.
Oh, the Gooner move. Absolutely.
Gooner move. Oh, Naomi too. Oh.
You're going to get a double down for that because they both going to be in the same position.
Stephanie Velcro.
I'll just add, how awesome was it seeing Naomi's father walk into the ring on Sunday? That was cool. I didn't even know her father did all that.
That was one of the best moments of the show. I was like, that was nice. That was a nice little moment.
Absolutely.
All right, we got to talk about it. As if none of everything that happened ever happened. We see the recap of the aftermath of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And, of course, the return of Brock Lesnar. They tout that the social media clips of everything have totaled 75 million in the first 12 hours. We see the streamers reacting to it as well. Then the show came back with Michael Cole and Corey Graves on screen, where Michael Cole says that he asked Triple H and Nick Khan to sit down with him today for an interview. And he asked them about when they decided to bring back Brock Lesnar. They also said that they decided a couple of weeks ago that they wanted to bring back Brock. They wanted to bring Brock Lesnar home. And Brock responded, "Let's do it." They then also brought up that John Cena would address Brock Lesnar's return this Friday night on SmackDown. Oh my goodness. Honestly, this whole segment just told me that I don't know if it was Cena or somebody within WWE did not like Triple H's answer of throwing John Cena under the bus. The fact this is either a complete waste of time, a weird explanation for something that didn't need an explanation. You could just say Brock Lesnar wants to whoop John Cena's ass one more time. The fact that they brought light to basically make fans ask, why do you need to talk to Triple H and Nick Khan about when they decided to bring back Brock Lesnar? Why would they need to decide to bring back Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar is the all-conqueror. He's the beast. He comes and goes whenever he pleases. Why does Triple H and Nick Khan need to decide? You are basically putting a light on or making fans who aren't in the know want to know why they need to decide to bring him back. This was ill-advised. This was stupid. This was almost as stupid as Triple H's answer on the post show. Romeo.
By the way, he's a heel. He came back as a heel. Why are you trying to paint this? He's come home. That's like a babyface thing. He's presented as a heel against a babyface John Cena in this program you're doing. Completely, 100% unnecessary, not needed. And by the way, I didn't like. I understand they're gonna tout Brock Lesnar's return. It's a big return. Not enough attention was paid to how good Cody and Cena was. How good of a match that was.
It's overshadowed.
Yes.
It's overshadowed completely because the Brock Lesnar thing was not needed. The show could have ended on Cody Rhodes and John Cena having their hands raised, and I would have said SummerSlam Night 2 is one of the best WWE shows of the year. It had 3 great matches, including that main event that was one of their best main events since WrestleMania 40, and they ruined it.
And that crowd would have been 100% satisfied walking out of the stadium just on John Cena just walking to the back, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you want to bring back Brock Lesnar, you can do it on Fridays with that Cena promo.
It's moment merchant for the sake of moment merchant. Like that's what all of this is. They are obsessed with moments, and it is really seeping all of the creativeness that this company had for the last 2 years.
When you already had a moment with Cena and Cody, a huge moment. They called it another passing of the torch. Come on,
JJ.
The most. Oh my God! So seeing that when Michael Cole and Corey Graves got the shot, it's like they don't think before they speak, or they think too much before they speak. It's one or the other, because as you said, SP, completely unnecessary, completely unneeded. This is wrestling. This is wrestling where things happen in angles. We just saw 5 stupid ass episodes of WWE Unreal that was a pure glaze fest on Triple H. So we get the best match of both John Cena and arguably, after the match against Kevin Owens, the best match of both John Cena and Cody Rhodes' year, just so they could have a moment. This moment hogging ass shit did not need to even happen on this show. Exactly what you said, Romeo, is exactly what I was going to say. This shit should have happened in Canada on Friday. Like, it should have happened on Friday. There was no need to overshadow the main event, have this man come out here after John Cena had like a 40-minute match, basically, just to hit him with an F5, and then he just like 5 minutes of nothing, like literally just nothing. Grabbed his hat, grabbed his jacket, and just like nothing. Like, they literally, all they did was chase a moment, and it got the views, and they're gonna get the money for it. So in their eyes, it worked.
Yeah.
But from a fan perspective, that shit had no need to be on SummerSlam at all. Like, literally the most pointless return that has nuked one of their best main events since the triple threat at WrestleMania. Like for the men's side. And it's everybody just bypass how fucking fantastic it was to get that last glimpse of Super Cena, and then he has to turn into Super Cody, and we got a Dragon Ball Z war, basically. But nah, everybody's talking about the shit that happened after the match that was literally fucking 15 seconds, and it was over, and then you're being told to go home, and now we just kind of forgot about how fantastic the Night 2 main event was. And then there's going to be the people that's going to have their opinions on it, but there's going to be the people that loves it. There's going to be the people that hates it. There's going to be people like, why the fuck is he around? Because he still got some things going on.
Brock got a weird case. Why is he around?
Watched it. Everybody watched it.
That's all they care about.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters, is everybody watched it.
And I don't think I'm crazy for saying that if Brock Lesnar returned on SmackDown, you're going to get in that arena in Canada where, Brock is pretty beloved in Canada also. You're going to get like a similar pop. Like, you're not missing out on a pop, really. Are you going to get 75 million views or whatever on social media? I don't know. Maybe a little less, I guess, but who cares?
It's like, it's what we used to say when we were like doing the flagship like 5-6 years ago. Vince McMahon became obsessed with panic button booking. Triple H in 2025, he's obsessed with moment spamming booking. He just moment spams. He was able to get away with it on night one. Night one, an excellent main event between Gunther and CM Punk for everyone except for Bryan Alvarez. But then you have the cash-in that overshadowed it to some people. But that worked because it was a great moment and it paid off a story that they've been building for a while. And it's a key part of the story moving forward.
It makes sense.
This was so unnecessary. Brock Lesnar coming out was not needed for John Cena's retirement run. And then him coming back is basically, you're basically telling us without telling us that you literally nuked the entire heel run and turned him babyface, not to have a better matchup with Cody, but to set up a Brock Lesnar feud in the year of our Lord 2025.
And they did it in the blink of an eye. Like they didn't even
does not make any. I said this on the flagship. I will say this here. It does not make any sense to turn him babyface on the Friday before the show. Like, there's moments in the matchup that you could have. I would have easily gave the SummerSlam Night 2 main event 5 stars if Cena turns babyface in the
during the match.
In the actual match. That's like the heel turn should have happened in his actual fucking match at WrestleMania. Twice.
Like,
they missed the spot.
They had a chance to literally create an American version of Rock Hogan WrestleMania 18 in New Jersey at SummerSlam. But no, they needed to have control of it. And they needed to push the narrative and push the spam button, as y'all both have said. Like, this could have been WrestleMania 18 all over again. This could, the people were yearning, like, for how long people were yearning for a John Cena switch. And if John Cena just happens to start acknowledging during the match, and then he starts pulling out fucking these babyface moves during the match. And then Cody Rhodes becomes heel. Like, not becomes heel. He didn't need to become heel. But start doing the quarterback one things and do heelish moves during the match. My God. And then that exact sequence of ending, the way John and Cody ended the match, with that embrace and with all of that. Bro, you got a moment. That should have gotten the 7. You should have gotten something that involved them two 75 million views.
I'm gonna disagree, boys. I needed that babyface entrance. But
Romeo, he could have done. You don't need to do the babyface turn to have that entrance. You don't need to do the babyface turn on SmackDown. All he needs to say on SmackDown, instead of what I thought was a great promo, you know what he could have just told him on SmackDown? You want the real John Cena? You're going to get the real John Cena. Drop the mic and leave. And then when he does that, it gets the same reaction. It does not. The promo does not dictate that reaction. It's the entrance that gets the reaction. It's not the promo. The promo added nothing to it. The promo just like confirmed you're getting the babyface.
It's almost like you gotta trust that wrestling fans are locked in. Like, you, especially if they're at that show, people paid a lot of money to go to SummerSlam. So they're going to be locked into whatever the fuck they see. And if they get that shit, you're going to react probably even more so because you weren't expecting to see it. Friday night literally said, okay, this is all happening.
People in that stadium, they were going to cheer Cena no matter what. No matter what.
They were going to
boo Cody no matter what.
That's what we're saying. And then they fucking had to glory hound it by making sure that he made a PSA.
I don't know if that's an extra seat or what. I don't know.
We're here. Guys, we're going to do the babyface.
This is our show. This is my show. You watch it. This is our show. So we're going to tell you that this is going to happen because it's our idea.
Yeah. I still enjoyed the hell out of everything. Like, I don't feel like something was taken away.
This is what makes the Brock thing worse, Romeo, is that it was great. But if you were in attendance, you probably enjoyed it. You were in attendance, you enjoyed it. But took away Cena and Cody's moment. Like, dead ass.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with more than anything, is that the grandstanding of it all. I don't care. I could get over Brock being back, Brock facing Cena. I could get over that if you do that on SmackDown. Like, fine, whatever. But grandstanding Cody and Cena, not having to talk about that as much as you talked about Brock return, that sucks for them. Because they really did something special on Sunday, those two.
King Potato says, I also think Cena at fault for allowing creative to take full control of his retirement run. Him not wanting any creative input and entrusting these bozos to come up with a good story is stupid. Well, Cena has not been known for coming up with great creative things.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy that one of the few times that we know he pushed for something creative is, I think I should beat the Nexus at SummerSlam 2010. I'm sorry, you're disqualified from any creative input after that.
Cena's the definition of a great worker.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great worker. So he always shows up. He always does his job to the best of his abilities. And he might throw in a nugget here or something there based on what he's in. But creative control? Nah. It's never been his wheelhouse.
Yeah. And I agree with King Potato as well. Like, the thing is, Romeo, he's grandstanding Janelle Grant. Like, it's basically saying what Janelle Grant says, we don't care. We don't care what Brock was complicit in. And like, yeah, it's actual victims. Like, that's who we should be thinking about. And as well, the female workers for WWE and female wrestling fans as well. There's a lot of things. Like, it's not just Brock being involved in this lawsuit. That's the big thing. But it's also the fact that Brock Lesnar has a horrible history with females in professional wrestling, period. So
yeah. And the thing is that, input is different than actual control. But, when you're at work and you hear the idea at work, you're like, yeah, that sounds really cool. That's you're in the shit there. But my God, the way the fucking match went with Cody Rhodes, it so did not need it. That match was fucking amazing. The fucking story of the match was amazing. The crowd was fucking better. Like, the crowd ate that long ass match all the way up. Because that was a long ass match.
37 minutes.
Yeah. So, like,
I was ready for more, honestly. Like, it was fine. I didn't even notice the time. The only thing I noticed was that, wow, it took a long time to actually fight in the crowd.
No, it's not like until like 22, 23 minutes into the matchup they're fighting the crowd. Next up, we get your girl, Charlotte Flair. Woo! And Alexa Bliss, the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They come down to the ring and they have something to say. They address the crowd. Flair thanked the crowd for her first ever "You Deserve It" chant, and admitted that it felt good to do something as a we instead of me for once. Bliss urged her to admit that they were friends now, but Flair stopped short of that. She then started debating how many times each have been champion. She says she's been this champion and that champion. Bliss was about to go over what championships he's had, and they could do their little breakering. This was not good. It's not good. It was not good. I think they're better suited in backstage segments. Then we get the Judgment Day's music hitting to bring out the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
No pop at all. That
music sucks. They say no one cares about their little friendship because the only thing that matters is bringing gold back to the Judgment Day. Roxanne says, we know we don't get a rematch, but we didn't come down here to not take those titles back. Which one is it? This whole segment sucked. I'll be honest with you. Flair responded by saying they could have a rematch right here, right now. This brings out Adam Pearce, who's a good old baldy, comes out and says that the match would start right here, right now. He said it's the Raw after SummerSlam, so let's do it, which is what Charlotte already said. So that was kind of weird as well.
Raw is not normal after SummerSlam.
I was like, God damn, that was really bad all around. We get the intros for both teams. Now, according to the countdown, we get the introductions during the ad break. The bell rang with a minute left in the countdown. They just did some pandering for the fans while waiting it out. And then the match starts. We get all four women working. They work over Charlotte at first before Charlotte makes a tag to Alexa Bliss. Bliss is on. Rodriguez is back when we come back from commercial break and was quickly thrown off. She dragged Bliss to the corner and then tagged in Roxanne Perez. More even matchup with Bliss and Perez, who fought in and out of the corners, with Bliss delivering a head scissors before making the tag to Charlotte Flair. Flair comes in and she starts running wild for a bit. She hits a big boot on Raquel on the apron. Flair dodged Roxanne, and Rodriguez held Flair's ankle so Perez could dive between the ropes and send her to the outside. Back in the ring, though, Perez stomped a proverbial mud hole in Flair before tagging in Rodriguez. Flair fought back, tagging in Bliss. The two hit stereo bulldogs at the same time. No, natural selection and a bulldog by Bliss and Charlotte. We get the two champions were working well with each other until they tried a cannonball, but Rodriguez caught Bliss and slammed her onto the barricade. Into the commercial, we get a Divas era throwback as Rodriguez held Bliss's hair and forced Flair to watch as she beat her up. Perez tagged back in and choked Bliss with the ring rope. We get Charlotte eventually getting the hot tag. She starts running wild, but Rodriguez cut her off. Bliss hits a DDT and then finally gets the tag, bringing in Charlotte, who comes off the top rope to take out both members of the Judgment Day. Flair hit a lariat on Rodriguez and used Perez as a weapon, throwing her at her prone opponent. We get Flair went up to the top rope and hits a moonsault on both women, but only gets a 2 count on Raquel. Eventually, she's able to make the tag to Alexa Bliss, who starts running wild for a bit, but they take out Charlotte on the outside. As Perez is the only one in the ring, she goes for a tope suicida, but Bliss basically cuts her off, intercepts, hits the Sister Abigail DDT for the 1-2-3 to give Alexa and Charlotte the victory to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The match was fine, not as good as their SummerSlam matchup, but the promo before it sucked. So, I guess it's a 5 out of 10 overall. Romeo?
The promo was fine. It was playing into the love-hate relationship they have. People like that. SP3 doesn't like that. It's fine. It was cute.
What are you talking about? I never said I didn't like it. I love this story. This story's been awesome. It's actually added character depth, but they're probably better suited for pre-tapes and backstage segments than in-ring promos. In-ring promos, it came off awkward and unnatural.
I liked it. It was cute.
You'll like anything, Charlotte.
No, not everything.
I've never seen you criticize Charlotte.
Well, you haven't asked.
Because you never do it.
I agree with you about the match. I enjoyed it probably a little bit more than you, but
Like
I do
never
agree.
is crazy.
The SummerSlam match was better. I do agree. But yeah, I enjoyed this. People love this. But now Raquel and Roxy, what's next? Because you got to go to the back of the line after this. You lost twice. So, what's next?
We shall see. JJ?
Damn. I actually agree with Romeo here. It's tough thing to say here, especially with a segment like this.
Get used to it, buddy.
Now the reason why is because I was okay with this because you could see how uncomfortable Charlotte is being a partner. Like she is so out of her element, and I gotta give her credit for that, for being something that is other than the queen. Like she is trying something very different because she has been the queen for a decade, and now she is trying something very different. And yeah, it sounds a little awkward, but it takes some guts to kind of spew a bunch of nothing. And that's kind of what she spewed out, is a bunch of nothing. But it was kind of like, this is kind of cool to see her like do something different. Like it wasn't like the grandstanding promos of her ahead of the line, the queen, and wooing everybody to death. And she ain't do not one woo that whole promo. She ain't do not one woo. She ain't grandstand. She's literally having like a conversation. And that's kind of what I was like.
That's a conversation? That's a conversation that human
awkward.
beings would do?
It came off as awkward. And I think it's like, this is how I took it, is that it wasn't great and it wasn't even good. this was awkward, and I think that's what they were supposed to do. But I was okay with it because this is different for this woman. Like, she's been the same. Bro, we've been begging for a different type of Charlotte Flair for how many years? How many years that we've gotten? Even when she came back at the Royal Rumble, we was like, it's the same old fucking queen. It's the same old person. And now we're starting to get something different. And now we're going to rip that shit apart too?
No,
like,
I love their backstage segments. This was not good. Like why are we trying to like gaslight me? I'm saying their backstage segments are really well done. They come off as natural friends. This did not. No, but you're saying that I don't like Romeo. Romeo was gaslighting me. He's saying I don't enjoy Charlotte and Bliss's freaking.
Yeah, Romeo said chemistry. That directly.
Yeah. I'm not saying you. I'm saying him. He's gaslighting me by saying I don't enjoy it. I do enjoy it when they're backstage because it comes off natural. This did not sound like human beings talking. This sounds like very scripted. It was very. I've had conversations like that before. It really made the whole friendship feel fake and put on. It felt like they had natural chemistry together before, and this just felt overly scripted.
And mind you, this shit was better than anything Rusev has done.
That's a low bar. That's a low bar.
Well. Let's do it. Let's start lowering the bar. Let's start hoking under that shit.
Free trial. Danica says we're in the free trial stages of Flair and Bliss. Yeah, like
I love it. Me and Alexa Bliss fans now, we're like friends now. It's like we've united.
Like keep moving the goalposts, but he ain't wrong when he does. I love that.
Yeah, right here. Nah, we don't want this different version of Charlotte Flair. We want this different version. Like nigga, she's trying. Like, what the fuck?
By the way, this is a gift for y'all. This ain't even a gift for me. Like, I didn't have no problem with the old Charlotte Flair. All she does is win. I loved it. I was enjoying it.
Yeah, that's why people booed her out of every fucking building that she was in.
I didn't care.
Yo, you didn't care? You didn't care about the mental health issues she was having?
Yeah, that was
the crowd booed her at the building?
Crowd nuclear heat. That was go away heat.
Yeah.
That's different.
Oh, no, that's different.
Hey, man, this tag titles is nice, but, after a while, I am going to start missing those world titles. I'm just saying.
See? The epitome of a Charlotte Flair fan, right there.
Yo, these Charlotte Flair fans are ridiculous.
Fucking insane. Like just like John Cena told Roman Reigns, like when he took the United States Championship as a demotion, this Romeo is not happy with her being a tag team champ.
I'm happy for now.
He's like, my girl done got demoted to a tag champion. What the fuck is this white and gold belt shit?
It's a temporary chapter, to use all of your emotions and get you on board. That way, when we go back to the mountaintop, you're all with us. You're all with us.
No, we're not. That's when everybody's signing off.
We're out.
All right, next up,
Charlotte might have been speaking natural. She might just be an awkward person. That's why she had one shtick and she stuck with that shtick.
I appreciate you, Alexa Bliss gamer. You are a loyal Alexa Bliss fan. I've seen her in multiple live chats, but at least you're keeping it real. She said, I think if they allow Alexa and Charlotte to speak naturally, it will be great. Basically alluding to the fact this was not natural.
All right, guys, stop being A-words.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, you're gonna get the real B word out of me, and I'm gonna hit y'all all with the F word.
Yeah, you've spoken like that before, Romeo, right? You said you've spoken like this before.
Yeah, when I'm in front of children.
You're all a bunch of S words.
F off.
Oh, next up, Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio going one-on-one with Dragon Lee. Early on, Lee hits a big tope suicida to the floor. We come back from commercial break, and Michael Cole says that next year's SummerSlam is in Minneapolis and is sure to be fire, which aged me about 7 years. Then backstage,
Brock Lesnar main event. Get ready, folks. Minneapolis? Are you kidding me? He's main eventing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even think about that. You're actually right.
Yeah.
Mysterio chopped Lee against the ring apron. He then sent them back in. Mysterio goes for the 619, but Lee dropped out and laid some quick kicks into Mysterio's face. Mysterio then hit a DDT on the apron as the show went to commercial break. He's wearing them down during the commercial break before Mysterio mugged for the camera, threw punches at Lee on the mat. He then tried to tie ribbons from Lee's mask to the bottom rope. His real father never taught him how to tie knots, though, so Mysterio abandoned the effort for a headlock instead. Lee fought back, but Mysterio hits a Michinoku driver to break things up. Lee fought back. He hits the dragon kick in the corner. Lee removed his elbow pad and tried for a cover, only got a 2 count. Mysterio tried walking the ropes, but Lee countered into a sit-out powerbomb. Mysterio set Lee on the top rope, but slipped, giving Lee a chance to stomp him instead. Then suddenly you get El Grande Americano. Not one, but 2 showing up on the apron. Lee has to fight both of them off. Then a third El Grande Americano comes up on the other side of the apron, kicks him in the head. Mysterio is able to hit a kick to the back of his head and gets the 1-2-3 to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Post-match, you get Mysterio trying to use his boot like he did to AJ Styles, but AJ Styles runs out and makes the slave. He shakes hand with Lee in the ring, exchanging "Can you believe that guy looks?" at Dominic Mysterio, who raises the title in the entranceway. Any thoughts on this one, Romeo?
My immediate thoughts is just like, what are we doing with all these damn El Grande Americanos? What this is getting kind of ridiculous.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. This is the best way. This is the best thing we can do for you to get back on TV.
I miss Chad Gable. I do. Even though Ludwig is doing over job in Mexico when he actually goes there. But I don't know. This is more for AAA than it is for me right now.
That's fair. JJ?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. All of this was ass. All of this was ass. I don't give a fuck if you throw 20 El Grande Americanos out there. This is just getting stupid. Now it's just getting stupid. It was enough with the 7-foot El Grande Americano. Now we got fucking El Grande coming out and fucking like fucking track jackets, and then we got another one just fucking like what are we doing? Like it starts to become overkill. Like what are y'all doing? Like no, no, whatever. Y'all like it, cool on y'all, but I'm good on all of this bullshit.
No, one is Pete Dunne. The one from last week is Pete Dunne, and then the one that appeared this week that kicked Dragon Lee was Tyler Bate.
I thought the one that kicked him was Pete Dunne.
Nah, Pete Dunne was the one that he knocked down with the first tracksuit. The second one was Tyler Bate.
One? No,
yeah.
And Dragon Lee looks terrible.
I don't even care enough to investigate.
Oh, well, first of all, Dragon Lee's not over. The crowd doesn't care because WWE doesn't care. So, and him feuding with El Grande Americano is setting him up for failure because the fans are going to be more into the comedy bit than him as a performer. Because once again, WWE crowds don't care about the wrestling.
And in that AAA match, which is a 4-way for the title, El Grande and Dominic are going to be the most over, and they're the heels. They're going to want to see one of those two win. Crazy.
Yeah, because they already hate Vikingo in Mexico ever since he's become WWE champion. And yeah, Dragon Lee is a babyface that has no personality on WWE TV.
And they want themselves some Alberto El Patron. Hey, listen, folks. Brock Lesnar's back. What the F do we care if Alberto El Patron's on the roster? Really?
Alberto El Patron, Velveteen Dream, come on down.
I mean, y'all ain't wrong. Y'all ain't wrong.
Well, we got morals. Alberto, you're not allowed back here.
Like, yeah, right? Like, hold on. We got standards here. Like, we got standards
and practices.
Alberto's got to be the happiest guy. He's like, fuck yeah, Brock, let's go. That return.
Facts.
He said you can be involved in an active lawsuit.
The happiest man, bro.
He's sitting by the phone. He's staring at his phone right now. It's like, go ahead, tell me to come home. Give me that call. Alberto,
you know who else? Tessa Blanchard is like, welcome me in.
Oh, yo, nah. You going a little too far, bro. You are going too far. I want to have Chrissy Love remain on True Heel Heat. That woman will go nuclear if she sees her on a WWE program.
They literally has spent like the last 2 weeks glorifying a passed away racist. So why not get a living one?
A racist for a racist, a soul for a soul.
Push buttons, bro. No. This nigga said, just get a living one.
Just get a living one. Celebrate some more. We got Becky.
We are so back.
We got a super chat donation from the main man, Tom Toss Rubbish. Thank you so much, Tom, for the support. He says, thanks for being awesome. Go over to Tom's YouTube channel. He did a recent interview with me. You can go over and check that out. Thank you so much, Tom, for the support here. We go backstage where Lyra Valkyria runs into Bayley. Bayley was looking for her. Bayley tries to apologize for costing her the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, but Lyra doesn't want to hear it. She says that she's just done. She doesn't want to be in the Bayley vortex anymore. She says that you're not my enemy. You're not my friend. I just want you to stay the hell out of my life.
Wow.
Bayley is left to think about all of this.
SP3. Didn't this remind you of like so many of those teen shows you like just grew up watching?
Yes.
Like this is a segment
Yes.
straight out, like Saved by the Bell or something. I don't know. You name
Degrassi.
It.
It was like Degrassi.
But I loved it.
This was easily the best thing I've ever heard Tyra say.
This was some of Lyra's best acting. I will say.
Best thing I ever heard Lyra. My bad. Best thing I heard her say.
And it was needed.
Straight to the point. Needed. I want out of this vortex. She kind of feels like she's in like the almost like damn near Jericho vortex. I just want to get out of this shit. Just stay the fuck away from me. I ain't mad at you, but we ain't cool. Just go on your side, bitch. Just go on your side. I'll fuck up on my own. I don't need you fucking ruining complete opportunities as long as someone is a championship type fucking vibes. I don't need that shit around me. Like, you was beyond the fuck up.
That was Lyra's. It was short and sweet, but it was Lyra's best like stuff in a while, and it's good character development for both of them.
That was good on Lyra, man. I wasn't mad at her at all. I was like, she needed to tell her that shit. Get the fuck away from me.
She felt justified in what she was saying. Like she had good justification for what went down in that matchup. Those damn zip ties seemed like a good idea, I bet, but it did not work out that well.
Hey, we're doing zip ties. Are you guys doing handcuffs? Yeah, we're doing handcuffs too. Yeah, well, all right, we'll just do them all.
I mean, Lyra, she was justified. She could never fight this woman again for that title.
This is true.
She literally,
like ever.
30, yeah.
Like if Becky Lynch is the championship and she's the champion in SummerSlam 2026, Lyra can't go for it.
Damn shame.
Like, she can only go after Naomi now, or She can find a friend. Go for the. She can't find a friend. She can find a friend.
She don't have no friends.
Get a tag title. That's it.
I don't think she could trust anybody.
No, her last two partners just cost her the Intercontinental title.
Slam. Sucks.
She's gonna finally come around and see that Becky was right.
Yep. We got a super chat donation from our boy Chuck Berries. Good to see you in the chat, good brother. He says 10 years ago in that very arena that they were in last night, Bayley had the greatest match of her entire career, arguably the greatest women's matchup of all time in WWE history. And you couldn't even throw her that bone. Get the fuck out of there, Pam. I'm begging you. I felt that. I felt that last line. I felt that from you.
I felt that cap. I felt that cap talk right there.
Yeah. That the Capitals really emphasized the point. Chuck Berries has gotten up to like Christopher in the chat status as like the lead Bayley fan. And if you're a true Bayley fan, I think we all got to come together and have a manifestation moment where we manifest her leaving WWE and going to E. That's the only way WWE will care about you again, Bayley. You're not gonna reach the heights that you could get in WWE unless you leave this damn place.
Yeah, like it's time. You gotta go, bro. Not only they got you a loser, they also got you looking like a dummy. Like
she hit Lyra and then just stood there on the apron like
it's not a fucking no disqualification match that you just can't fucking stop the pinfall from happening. Like you just sit there in shock like you not a fucking 10-year vet or 15-year, 20-year vet in a wrestling fucking business and you just watch a 3 count happen and then you jump in as the referees at 2.5. Now they just got you looking extra dumb. Like extra dumb.
Maybe she was low-key happy.
Well, then that. Make it the heel turn.
It's like they can't even salvage it, but they gonna have to just fucking say that this is what she wanted the whole time. It's the only way her dumb ass is gonna come out of this without fucking looking even dumber.
Yeah, Bayley's got to embrace the dark side.
Yeah, I mean that's the only angle right now in the WWE right now for this to even remotely have any steam.
We got another super chat donation here from our main man, Chuck Berries, once again. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, if Bayley does not leave, they are going to turn her into the next Miss WWE Bloodsport and replace Natty.
Natty got a match on Raw next. Oh, no, wait. No, she does.
And you know what's crazy is that none of that stuff, can't even argue it.
No.
Can't even argue it because he might not be wrong.
Might not be.
She's like, too loyal, bro. She's way too loyal.
I still think we're getting a Becky and Bayley alliance coming soon here. I still think that.
This is gonna make her even look dumber.
Yeah, she should have done it at SummerSlam for all of that. But here we are. Just in case if WWE concerned you over the last couple of days with the decision to bring back, Brock Lesnar into the company while he's involved in an active sex trafficking lawsuit. Just in case you were, confused with WWE showing Donald Trump on 3 straight shows standing next to Triple H, registered sex offender and president of the United States, Donald Trump. In case all of that got you confused, WWE says, we love niggas. Here you go. You got Dave West in the crowd. You got Adam Blackstone in the crowd. You see he's black and his name is Blackstone. And we got Southwest T. We got Southwest T, Da Vinci from BMF. Yes, that's Black Mafia family. I told you, we love you. We love the black. We got black friends too. Joe Budden is here, the Joe Budden podcast. We in New York City, y'all. We got Joe Budden. And we got the main man, McLean. McLean is here, Method Man from the METHOD man. Triple H loves these black friends.
They all came for Jey Uso too, and they didn't get him.
They didn't get him.
They wanted to yeet.
They didn't get him. All they wanted to do was yeet.
That's all we want. They could have gotten like a nice viral moment of like Da Vinci and Button doing the yeet, and no, can't do that.
All they wanted was y'all niggas money. That's all they wanted was you niggas money. So we can put you on our fucking Tron and glaze over how we got y'all money.
We got your money.
We rich, bitch.
We rich. Then we had during the ad break, the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, they cut a promo about all the teams they've beaten for the World Tag Team Championships. They says that Roxanne and Raquel came up short earlier tonight, but they have the guidance of the best tag team on Monday Night Raw to help them get back to the top. And he says, it's sad that they lost their titles, but, and it's sad that we lost Liv, and Liv will be back in 6 to 8 months. Don't worry, Liv. I got the Judgment Day from here.
Bruh, that pause. I saw this because this was on the ad, so I had to go see the clip. That pause when he said, Liv will be back. He took pleasure in delivering those next couple of words. Oh my goodness. In 6 to 8 months.
Probably the second best delivery of a line on the night. We'll get into the first. Because it's time to talk about the segment of the night. Becky Lynch.
Say, it's time for you to come home, Brock. I thought that was the line of the night.
There go to Romeo. Romeo did say we're so back. So he said, I'm bringing Roll Tromeo back tonight. I'm bringing Tromeo back. I'm bringing back Tromeo.
We get Becky Lynch coming down to the ring with her new entrance music and the Women's Intercontinental Championship, making her way with a new tracksuit version of her husband's suit. Lynch grabbed a microphone and basically addresses the fact that she has retained the title, and she plans on holding this title for a very, very long time, much to the dismay of Lyra Valkyria, because she is the greatest of all time. And it's not just me that's saying that. Sports Illustrated also says that. Thank you, Becky Lynch. I know the check is in the mail. Suddenly
shoving that list down our throat. Jeez.
I love it. Next, you get Nikki Bella's music hit, and the WWE Hall of Famer makes her way down to the ring. Bella says that she was able to step away from WWE because of stars like Becky could hold things together. But Lynch became a disappointment to Bella. She's not the leader she had hoped Becky would grow into. The two start trading jabs with one another as Becky says that she was actually fighting to make the women's division better than the era that she came from. She says that she's not a real leader. She's not even a real star. She says that, check their IMDb listing as, Becky was a part of the biggest movie in the world right now, Happy Gilmore 2. While Nikki Bella got all of her scenes cut in place of me, now streaming on Netflix. Symmetry. Bella says that Becky is actually a liar, just like her husband, which got some ooze from the crowd, and she sees right through her. But then Becky drops the line.
I already knew what was coming. As soon as Nikki fucking opened the door.
Yes. It was like I'm about to slam this shit home, sweetheart. She says that she's like, me and don't be talking about my hot husband. Me and my hot husband are the best wrestling couple of all time. But wait a second. That used to be you, and as soon as she says "and," the crowd just erupts. It's like this first eruption that happens, and like, oh,
It's like a freestyle ball ready to be dropped.
Oh,
and
Brooklyn
then she
likes
drops.
drama. That's weird.
She drops the go home line and she says, "Oh, but no, you can't see him." And this place gives the biggest reaction of the night. Even bigger than Roman Reigns' pop was the reaction to this line. Oh my God. I was like, Becky Lynch, you are the GOAT for a reason. Bella says she has no response to that. She literally helped the reaction because of her reaction to that line.
She should have beat her ass right there is what she should have done.
She says that this isn't Lynch's era. She says that this is the for all the women out there instead of just Becky. She says that she should put the Intercontinental title on the line in a match against her. They should finally go one-on-one. Lynch says that she's not going to do that. The reason that they never went one-on-one with each other is because, and then she sucker punches Nikki Bella and bails from the ring. Nikki basically tells her to come back as Becky leaves out with the Intercontinental Championship. Backstage, we see Becky walking back when she is confronted by Natalya and the Alpha Academy. Natalya was real mad about the way Becky treated Nikki Bella and challenged her to a match. Lynch accepted, but not to face Natalya. She says that she wants to face Maxine Dupree, who was also right there. And she said she could have her match next week and then walked away.
Not you.
Becky, oh my God, Becky's an MVP candidate on this show. The setup, delivery, and reaction to the Cena line is an all-timer. She turned the clock back and became Becky Lynch of 2018. This is the Becky Lynch of 2018 that became the biggest star in women's wrestling history and the biggest star in this company. She was amazing in this segment. This was the one segment, like the vision, what we see in the closing segment, good segment to generate heat, but we've seen a lot of that from them before. They didn't make me more interested in the vision. This is the one segment on the show that got me more interested into something that I wasn't really interested in Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch. Now I am. What did you think, JJ?
Becky annihilated this chick, bro. Like she just annihilated this poor woman. Like she almost, like, I thought she had no business coming out there to begin with. And then Becky smoked her. Like Becky, I literally was kind of like somewhat paying attention. And then I heard what she was leading up to. I literally just stopped what I was doing. But I was like, she's about to roast this bitch. Best moment of the night, not even close to me. Like, yo, Nikki, thank goodness, like Nikki had like some time to recover. She had a little time to recover because, bruh, she wasn't gonna make, man. Good thing she didn't have to respond immediately.
I love her reaction. Nikki just reacted.
He helped it.
Like,
he did help
like,
it.
You got me. Like she gave the
did help
reaction like you got me.
She totally helped it. I will say that she totally helped the moment. But yo, that was incredible, bro. Like that was incredible. Like, damn, Nikki, you a real one for eating that. You a real one for eating that, bro. But nah, that was great, man. That was really great. And then the wrestling shit took place. That shit really didn't matter. But the little sucker punch shit or whatever. But Nikki was alright. Like Nikki was alright. Yeah. But Becky took that shit to another level.
Becky was the star once again. Romeo, what did you think about Becky and Nikki? I'll be right back. I'll refresh.
Oh, I wanted you to hear this.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm Xing out and then coming back.
Okay. So, Anika, stealing a little bit of my thunder here. We've heard this before. I feel like every time Nikki Bella has a promo segment with someone, they bring it up all the time.
Oh, it's not the first. No, it's not the first time that it's been brought up.
Yeah.
It's how it was delivered. It was the delivery.
I'll give Becky credit that she got a hell of a reaction from that crowd. That crowd ate that up. Woo! They ate it up. But yeah, I was just saying that, you know, we've heard it before. They always go after Nikki with her husband. Like, so whatever. I'll give props to Nikki that obviously it doesn't bother her to the point that she allows it to be done in these promo segments, which helps the storyline and the feud. So I give props to her for that. But yeah, we've heard it before. But props to Becky. I mean, she got a hell of a reaction.
I would say it's been a while since we heard the John Cena. This feels like the best John Cena line against Nikki since Ronda. Since Ronda, the only doors that you break down is the door to John Cena's bedroom, which I still remember. That's still the best. That's the best line. That's the best line. But it's the fact that it's Becky Lynch, one of the best female promos of all time, and her delivery and the crowd reaction combined made this a moment.
Yeah, the crowd.
Yeah, the delivery for me is what it was. The delivery. It's delivery, 100%.
Liv said something too, right? What did Liv say?
Liv says that I have things that you don't have. I have a championship. Yeah. I got family. I got a boyfriend. I got a man. Stuff like that. But that's different. But that's more referencing the fact that she just got divorced and the bad fallout from that. I think that's why some people criticize that.
Oh man.
Chuck Berry is
like a punching bag, bro.
But credit to her, like she allows it.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Chuck Berry thought you were gonna say this, saying, "Yo, Romeo, don't you dare say that Liv's diss of Nikki was better than Becky's last night." LOL.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they always go after her.
Don't tempt them.
True. You know,
Ronda, if you ask me, Ronda's was the best.
That's why I said, you know me, I'm a big Becky Lynch supporter. She was gonna shout me out. I'm gonna shout her out. But I think that Ronda, because it was the first time that it was like on a big stage of her getting that insult. I know AJ Lee said something like that as well, but I thought Ronda was the best.
They be roasting Nikki.
They really do. It's kind of sad, but still hilarious.
By the way. Oh my goodness, Becky. I'm sure you look at this as some big challenge that you're gonna do. Good luck next week. Good luck.
Hey, all I know it's gonna be better than Charlotte versus Maxine. Breaking news: we got Gunther. Gunther has been announced as being out of action indefinitely because of a nose injury suffered at SummerSlam, says Michael Cole. He also announces that Cody Rhodes would be on SmackDown this Friday, which is good because that's kind of his job. He is the WWE champion. But yes, what do you think about Gunther being
down bad on these Raw reviews? We gotta go without Gunther for a long time. Hopefully, it's not too long.
Apparently, we're gonna be without some other people for a little while too.
Yeah,
that's the way this show went.
Then finally, we had the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. LA Knight challenges Seth freaking Rollins. Alicia Taylor gave intros for both men as the main event of the night. Knight laid out Rollins with some right hands in the early going. He started coming at him very fast and hard, taking him to the outside. Rollins swung back. Knight caught him with a suplex and then hits him with a neck breaker to follow up. Rollins charged Knight, who sent him over the top rope to the outside. Rollins staggered away using Heyman as a human shield. Knight slid through the ring and then bounced Rollins' head off the announce table multiple times. Rollins responded by sending Knight into the barricade and then hitting a big stomp to his back and the back of his head. From a commercial break in the ring, Rollins stomped Knight and called for Heyman to hand him the belt. Rollins posed with it and then whipped Knight into the turnbuckles. Knight tried to climb out, but Rollins caught him and started making his comeback. Rollins hung Knight onto the second rope as the show ticked back from break. Rollins chopped Knight in the corner, and that seemed to ignite a second win as Knight fought back. He hits his big elbow off the top rope. He hits a superplex for a near fall. We get a side Russian leg sweep and then a neck breaker. We get a jawbreaker by Seth to come back, but that didn't phase Knight as he had a power slam and then the elbow. Rollins tried for a buckle bomb, but Knight reversed it into a Death Valley driver. Both men laid down exhausted. Then the fight eventually goes to the ringside area. We get Rollins starts tossing Knight into the ring post and then punches him repeatedly before tearing up some of the ringside padding. Rollins then sends Knight into the ring post again for good measure and then dragged him over to the exposed concrete. Before he can do anything, though, a wild CM Punk jumps from the crowd and jumps Rollins, started pounding on him as the referee called for a disqualification, much to LA Knight's dismay. Knight was really pissed off, you could tell, as he basically tried to grab CM Punk and stop him from going after Rollins, but Punk would not be stopped after he was screwed over at SummerSlam. Rollins tries to leave, but Punk is on the chase. Punk is attacking him in the entranceway area when Braun Breaker showed up and spears him out of his shoes. Bronson Reed then arrives and takes out LA Knight in the ring. Breaker spears Knight, and for good measure, Rollins stomped on Knight's head. He stomps on Punk's head as well, as Reed, Breaker, and Rollins stood tall over the both baby faces. Heyman jawed at ringside. The credits appear, and the show seemed to be over. Oh, so we thought. Then we get Roman Reigns coming down. He hits a Superman punch, a huge pop for Roman's music. Superman punch onto Bronson Reed. He throws Braun Breaker into the ring steps, and for the first time since WrestleMania, Rollins stood in the ring as Reigns stalked him in the ring. He goes into the ring, but Rollins quickly bails. Breaker tries to spear Reigns, but he double legs him and starts punching down on him, leaving then he starts punching down on Bronson Reed as well, but that leaves an opening. So out of nowhere, we get Roman getting his head stomped in by Seth freaking Rollins. We then get the attack from the rest of the Braun stars. They start attacking Roman. Seth hypes up Braun to give him a big spear. Then we get Bronson Reed. He's heading up to the top rope, and he delivers a huge tsunami onto Roman. Seth tells him to go back up again, and he delivers a second tsunami, and then finally a third tsunami, as they have just completely destroyed all the other baby faces here on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins and the Vision have stood tall once again as they pose for the crowd. What did you think about this clothes? Oh, I forgot to mention, the tribal thief also stole Roman Reigns' suit. Oh. So he got the Spizikes, he got the mids, he got all the sneaker collection. He's collecting all the sneakers. He's got a new Shula Fala as they stood tall with all the gold and shoes.
And we got people on Twitter criticizing the kind of shoes that Bronson is stealing. Like, it ain't the type of shoes. It's the principle that this man is stealing your shoes, pal.
I like that answer. I like him clapping back and saying it's the principle. It's the principle of it all.
Even though he spelled principle wrong. That's right.
Yes, he did.
I don't expect Bronson to be much of a speller. It's all right.
What did you think about this show closing angle and Seth versus LA Knight? The match was actually solid before the Punk interference. It was just so obvious that we were going to a DQ finish to me. So I wasn't surprised when Punk showed up. It did make Punk feel like an irrational idiot who could have helped LA Knight win to really screw it to Seth, but you were too busy just being obsessed with him. But what did you think, Romeo?
I was looking forward to seeing this match to see how Seth Rollins looked specifically. Like, you know, if there's still any baggage there as far as that injury goes that he's hiding. He didn't go for any of those crazy moves that hurt him last time, thankfully. So, yeah, but he looked all right. The match was cool. The end, you could look at it two ways with the Punk thing, because to me, I was like, this man was about to curb stomp him on the cement floor. Like, in a way, he sort of saved him, but in a way, he also cost him. So two things can be true. The whole schmoz at the end, I was wondering where the hell's Roman? Where the hell's Roman? Then finally Roman comes out. Then I'm wondering, when this guy's getting his ass kicked, where the hell's Jay? Where the hell's Jay?
Because the crowd starts chanting "Yeet" too.
Again, and like, you know, I don't know if you could have explained something during the show, like Jey Uso couldn't make it tonight or whatever. If not to the crowd, at least to the television audience or something, because it's just a weird logic hole. Like, why is it this man works here, by the way? He works on Mondays. He's more entitled to be here than LA Knight is. Like, come on, you know? So that was a little weird, but bye-bye, Roman. Enjoy your 3-month vacation, one tsunami for every month you're gonna miss. We'll see you at Survivor Series, War Games, where I'm sure it'll be one big everything with all these guys involved. Bronson, the tribal thief, the gimmick continues. It's working good. He looks like an asshole for all of this. Bronson really shined at the end there, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. JJ?
I mean, match was all right. It was way too short. I thought the match was way too short. Like before the interference, it was way too short. Like, I don't even think it went 10 minutes.
You don't prefer that? I like if the finish is going to be the finish it is, you don't prefer that? Or you'd rather
I'd rather at least see like a good match. I mean, I don't really think I thought the match was average as fuck.
I think they've done that before though with Seth and Jey Uso. That was a much better matchup than this, and they gave it 20 minutes before the DQ finish.
Yeah, this match was really average, like really average, and this was the main event of the show. So I thought they would have it would have been a little bit longer until this dumbass comes out and decides he wants to fight him during a championship. Like, you didn't have 2.5 hours of show to find him and fight him prior to interfering in a man's championship match where his help is banned from ringside. Like, this is why the anti-CM Punk fans can't stand CM Punk, because he's a fucking moron. He's a fucking moron. Like, Seth had no help in a one-on-one match, but you gotta fight him. 2.5 hours into the show. Where were you for the first segment? Where were you for any of the show? But no, you gotta come at the end of the night in an official capacity match where the tables are set against Seth Rollins. Just a fucking dummy. It's almost like this shit deserved to happen to you on Saturday. Think, fucking idiot. Yo, my God. Like, it's like, damn, I want to see this fucking idiot get a moment, and then it's like he does dumb shit like this. That's like, this is exactly why you don't get moments, you fucking moron. And then to top it off, you got your ass beat. Like, you did this and you got your ass beat. So, like, you did all of this literally for nothing. Literally for nothing. And you cost LA Knight his championship match to get your ass beat. And then you got the nerve, after my tribal chief got his kicks taken from him again, to talk about if you were here on time. Bitch, he wasn't here for you. like the fuck? Like you're the reason Roman is in this mess. The fuck you think he want to help your ass for?
Yeah, you're the one that put Paul Heyman in between y'all, so he had to turn on both of your asses.
Come on, if you was here, like, handle your business on your time, you fucking moron. That's literally from now on. I'm probably gonna you're a fucking moron. He's a fucking moron.
He's selfish as well.
Like a selfish moron. wasted a main event, wasted the end of a show, just to get fucked up, just for the tribal chief to get his kicks taken again. Got my OTC looking like a herb. You're the fucking nucleus of all of this fuck up that's going on right now. You're just one big pile of fuck up. That's what you are.
Hey, I will give them credit. The ending did set up Roman to face Bronson Reed because, like I said before, they gonna save this Braun Breaker matchup for as long as possible.
Yes. Well, Braun Breaker might have his hands full with John Cena. Who knows? The farewell run. But yeah, they're trying to create this descent.
Be the last one to beat him.
Who?
Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, pay attention to the stipulation, dickhead. Like, they were banned from ringside until the match concludes. They weren't banned from ringside for the night, you dumb fuck. It's a fucking moron, bro. Like, my God, yo, when people make dumbasses, I'm looking at the TV like, this nigga is just wasting the whole night. Because you are about to get fucked up. Like, it's like that clip is like, this is where he fucked up. When you came out is when you fucked up. Like, you thought this shit was going to end well for you? Like, you thought you had allies, nigga? Like, oh my God. Yo, CM Punk is such a dumbass, yo. He's such a dumbass. My God, I get emotions, but Jesus, you ain't got no friends. And he's over here with two badass motherfuckers that had nothing to do all night. But here you go. You want to fight him. You want to fight him when you ain't got no friends.
Guys, I'm pretty fearful of the next 3 months of booking because you could just tell. It's going to be a lot of dissension with the baby faces. They can't get on the same page against the Vision, leading to War Games where they have to get on the same page.
War Games.
Yes.
Yeah, and they'll lose. The Vision will lose after.
Nah, this dumbass will probably cost them the match at War Games.
No. When does the only time WWE had the heel team win in a War Games is the Bloodline.
The Bloodline.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get Roman, Punk, and Cena at least on that team.
Oh, yeah, they're all going to get together. It's going to be like the fucking Super Friends.
It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be like the Super Friends. You're going to have fucking Roman, Cody, John Cena.
Right, yeah.
Jay Uso.
There's going to be one random nigga in there. Probably LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight.
Vision has to get like two guys. Like
they get Ethan Page and Tony D'Angelo.
Or maybe just two guys that are already on the main roster that they'll just align with for one night.
Or Sami Zayn probably going to end up being in that match too, which then they could put Karrion Kross in the match.
No, Karrion Kross is probably.
Well, he might be in another company by then. My bad.
Yeah, he gonna be on the employment line.
He might be in another company by then. Yeah, because his contract gonna be expired, especially after that SummerSlam performance.
Hey, Rusev, you got your spot. You got your spot in the main event.
Finally, it was all you had to see. The Vision is redeeming for War Games.
The Vision is clear. The Redeemer has redeemed himself, and he's in the main event of Survivor Series.
That would be, and the thing is that no one's gonna react if he's in there.
He'll come in and be like,
he'll come in, that shit'll go off, or whatever, the cage door open, he'll come out and nobody will react.
You just pan over to Roman in the cage, he'd be like, that's right, no pop.
We know who's in the pin.
No pop. Like, we're not even looking for a pop from him. We're just looking for a reaction.
We've made it to the end of another edition of Rated Raw Review. Let us know in the chat. Final call for Super Chat donations, of course. Thank you to everyone who sent the Super Chat donation already in the show. You can also let us know your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, moment of the night, whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, and out of 10, what did you give this show? For me, Romeo, and Top Guy JJ, for the August 4th post SummerSlam edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1.
I'm so conflicted.
I've given thumbs in the middle for like 2 of the last 3 weeks.
Conflicted, I can't move up.
Yeah, it's a thumbs in the middle. Romeo, out of 10, what did you give the show?
6.2.
JJ?
I'm gonna go 6. I'll go 6.
I will give it a 6.5.
Look at you, high man.
I'll be the high man because I really enjoyed Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, and the show closed.
Why it got a 6.
Yeah.
Without that promo, this shit would have been like a 4.5.
It probably would have been a 5 for me. Yeah. Romeo, who was your MVP for the show?
I'll give it to Bronson Reed and Becky Lynch.
JJ?
Becky Lynch. Nobody else.
Becky Lynch, 100%. LVP for the show, JJ?
LVP of the show is the designers and all of the people involved in that backstage segment involving the New Day and that other guy. And an honorable mention. Actually, no, I'm going to put 4 guys in. I'm going to make it a quad box. CM Punk is in there, too.
Romeo?
I'll give it
I
to
could make
Grayson.
it a star and put Roman in there for getting his kicks taken again, but
yeah,
at least he tried to fight after the bell.
2 weeks in a row. Jeez.
No, well, it was 2 weeks in a row. I thought it was 2 of the
last
last. Oh, it was last week. Oh shit.
Romeo?
Grayson Waller and Dragon Lee.
I'm going to go with Rusev and Grayson Waller. And then the moment of the night, I will go with Becky Lynch's John Cena line against Nikki Bella. Romeo?
Yeah, it wasn't for me, but you know, I can acknowledge that the crowd absolutely went crazy. So yeah, it is the moment of the night.
JJ?
Since you know you guys are both saying Becky Lynch, and I agree, so I don't disagree. Mine's is definitely at the beginning. Paul Heyman acknowledging himself as the GOAT.
You're going to say the Shula Fala.
The Paul Heyman calling himself the GOAT, then following with a great promo, then acknowledging the Shula Fala, and a nice little piece on that is the way Bronson Reed threw the 1-up.
So well done. And then do we have anything else? No, I think that's match of the night. Match of the night. I think that's why I was like, there's nothing else because I don't really have an answer.
Really didn't have a match. This dead ass did not. I'm not giving a match of the night to this.
I will.
You
I
have
will.
to.
Yeah, you got to. I will give it to.
I will say,
even if you say by default.
I'll give it to Seth and LA Knight by default. JJ.
If we're going that route by default, then I'm going with the women's tag match.
At
least that one had a finish.
Yeah, the champions of convenience, COC. Cock.
The champions of convenience, cock. Oh my god! All right. That was a review. Romeo, thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Thank you to Romeo, Top Guy JJ. We'll start with you. Let everybody know where they can follow you on social media when they see you again.
Oh, that was funny. On Instagram, you can find me at TrueHeal_Top Guy JJ, and on the YouTube channel. I will be here this Saturday for True Hill Heat with the gang. Don't know who's gonna be there, but I'll be there. I know
it'll be me, you, there. Josh, and Chrissy.
oh, 2 times in a row I'll be there with the whole gang. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so there, I'll be there for that. I think I will be here next Tuesday for Rated Raw review. I am just finalizing a schedule of mine. I think Tuesday. I think I should be good. I will know by the end of the day tomorrow.
Romeo, let everybody know where they can follow you.
Romeo Damas, all social media. I think I will not be here next week. I think. I'll have to
So
check my
his
schedule.
decision is based on mine.
Based on JJ's schedule. I'll know by the end of today.
This guy is so transparent. It's hilarious. Put him in the intro. Put him in the intro already.
You know what? That's all. You know what? If you ain't gonna be here next week, and I will, at least that's the least you could do for me.
Yeah, it was a pretty, I was pretty.
I ain't give you no shit this week because I know this was SummerSlam week and you went to the shows.
Yeah.
But next weekend ain't shit happening.
All right.
You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSB3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat. Finally, I got a break from doing streams on this channel for tomorrow. So I would be back here on Thursday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time with AE Ramble reviewing tomorrow night's AEW Dynamite. We might have some stuff on True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment, and we'll have a True Hill Heat cut dropping tomorrow, as well as on Friday and on Sunday. So join us for that as well. Check out all the live streams that we did over the last couple of days for WWE SummerSlam Night 1 review with myself, Josh, and Sat E. Nyangi. Check out the Night 2 review with myself, Josh, and Nate Milton of the NWA podcast. But for Romeo, for Top Guy JJ, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 79. Never doubt Seth Rollins again. We are signing off until next time.
And don't be a fucking moron.